Are we live now? Crap.
We are...
Oh.
Nope. Now we're live! Hello everybody, and welcome to the Blackjack and Bards D&D stream. My name is Brian. I'm your humble dungeon master for the evening. Let's go ahead and get into some intros, shall we?
No.
I am James. I am playing the part of Altir Forsoon, the fetchling rogue.
Yo, what up, these people? I am Brandon. I'm playing Beldor Starhammer, the War Priest of Staren Ray. Beldor is taking a walk right now, drinking a limerita.
Hi, sorry, I'm Terry. I'm currently trying to order dinner because it is that time in the Pacific Northwest. But I play Terry, the human gunslinger.
You play Terry the Human Gunslinger?
Terry, the human
I
gunslinger.
play
Oh, damn.
the human gunslinger.
Wow, we're
I'm
not
a
even...
ass bitch, and I will totally laugh or let off you.
Terry is a weird nickname for Celine.
It's a very weird nickname for Celine, actually.
Must be the middle name.
And I am
It was,
Gazoo.
it was actually a given name,
Ah.
but it was too special for the likes of the common rabble. So.
Mm.
That was weird. Alright, so anyway, and I'm Gazoo. I play Maverick Castle, the inappropriately named Inquisitor of Erastil.
Now that I think about it, yeah, that is pretty inappropriately named.
Don't worry, eventually I'll get you a backstory and it'll all make sense, because I figured it out.
I'm hoping for that soon. So, let's go ahead and get into this. Last time, the party investigated rumors of a possible weapons cache in the resting grounds, the graveyard of the town of Ravengrow. There, they met with Father Grimhollow, and, well, they tried to hide why they were there, but in the end they had to fess up. But it still turned out alright. They all ended up, they still check out the cache, and after a harrowing battle with a pair of giant centipedes, they found a slightly emptier weapons cache. They found that the professor had been to the cache before and spent a good deal of time talking with the father about getting access to Harrowstone. Upon a fairly lengthy talk, they managed to get him to go to the town council to set up a meeting with the town council so that they could get proper permission to explore the abandoned prison of Harrowstone. Afterwards, they had a brief meeting with Sheriff Benjamin Kaler, where they told him ahead of time that the meeting was taking place, and they were hoping to at least not have him outwardly hostile to begin with. After that, and they spent a bit of time talking and preparing at the Laughing Demon, the tavern in Ravengrow, and after a nice lunch, they decided to go their separate ways in order to continue to prepare for the following days. And that is about where we are going to start up.
Yay.
So,
Oh boy.
We have a council meeting.
all right. So,
What's
I've made talking points.
all right. So,
We're screwed.
let's
And the
go
biggest
ahead.
talking point is most of us are not allowed to talk.
no? Half of us are not allowed to talk.
Oh, yeah.
Half is still a majority. Wait, no, the dog isn't allowed to talk, so technically a majority isn't allowed to talk.
Actually, I found that Maynard can be quite convincing.
More so than me and Beldor, apparently.
So, let's go ahead and start with, we've got a list of what everyone wanted to do. Let's go ahead and start with Celine to go ahead and get that out of the way. All right, so
What did I want to do again?
you want to visit the town forge and hopefully get some. Hopefully get access to some metalworking space.
Yes. Yes, I do.
All right, so
We all left at the same time, right?
you all left about the same time.
Just out of curiosity, would Beldor know how much this is going to cost Celine?
Make a
Ooh.
Yeah, what kind of check is this gonna
make
gonna
an
roll?
appraise check.
Oh, okay. That's a 3.
You don't have much. You don't have much work in the field of metalworking, even though you're a dwarf. So
No, that sounds about right, actually.
So you're not quite sure how much it's going to cost her.
Okay, then I move on as usual. Continue.
All right. So Celine, you make your way to the Raven Grove Forge. It's in the town square. So you make your way there, and you can already hear the clang of metal coming from inside. It's a squat brick building, but it's definitely got it's got a large chimney in the back, and overall it's pretty much what you'd expect from a indoor forge.
Okay, cool.
All right, so you oh no, go ahead.
No, go ahead. If there's more, I was just gonna ask for the description. So.
Oh, well, that's about it. And there's no real fancy sign. It's just it does have, it's like just got a wooden sign of a hammer on an anvil, but no real special name to it or anything.
Okay. Okay. Can I see inside? Is the door open?
The door is open, and
Okay.
as you look in, it's fairly lit. There are, from what you can see, and there are the continued sounds of metalworking, clang, 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 and as you make your way in, you find a small shop-ish area that has shelves and actually a few weapon racks. But it's mostly farm tools with just a few spears, short swords, and the maces in the front area. But
can I see like the quality of the metal? Is the metal like a sufficiently, like, I'm not gonna be going and making bullets with something that's gonna crumble, right?
remember you do have that chunk of mithril as well, but from the sketch. But you do make either a craft weapons check or an appraise check.
I don't actually have craft weapons. What the fuck?
I thought you did.
Oh, I did. No, I do. I do. I was just looking in knowledge for some stupid ass reason. You said craft weapons or what?
Or appraise.
No, I don't have appraise, so it won't be that. Nope.
It looks average quality. Not, some are better well made than others, but like I said, you're basing this off farm tools and more simple weapons, so you're not exactly sure of the quality of the metal.
Does the answer change at all if I inform you that I just rolled the first natural one of the night?
It looks pretty alright.
First dice roll, guys. This is gonna go swell.
Is that the first dice roll on those new dice?
No. Thankfully, I don't have a new D20. I just have a new D4 and a D6.
Okay.
And actually, while you're inspecting one of the spears, you are so intent on the quality of the wood that you don't even focus on the quality of the spear tip.
Okay, sure. Why not? That's the thing that I just did there.
Okay, but as you're entering and you're looking, you do see beyond the small shop area to the actual forge itself, which is lowered down about 2 feet 2 feet or so into the ground, and there is a large forge in the corner with 2 people working over it. One, a young human male, short, black hair, tan skin. He's just working. He's working away at the metal. And next to him is a bit of a slightly older female dwarf that's just looking over and inspecting his quality. Inspecting his work to make sure he's doing it properly.
Okay. Sure. Hello, excuse me.
Yes. Yes.
I was wondering if I could...
Like,
Sorry, go ahead.
hold, quiet. Give me a sec. And the dwarf walks over to the shop. Yes. What can I do for you?
I was wondering if perhaps I might use your forge for some of my own personal armaments.
You know how to work a forge?
I would hope so. I crafted this, and I'm gonna show her the pistol. Just like a brief kind of, not enough that she could possibly reverse engineer it, but just like this is a gun. Here, look, it's fancy and shiny.
I see. Rather interesting weapon you have there. Well, I don't see why not. I mean, assuming you brought your own materials. I'll run you for just the standard pricing of access to the forge, but if you need materials, I can supply those as well.
I have my own materials, yes.
Alright, so that'll run you about I'd say about it's already half the day's already gone by. Let's say a gold an hour that you're working. Is that sufficient?
That sounds a fair price, yes.
Alright then.
That includes full access to all of your quenching oils as well, I'm assuming.
Just so long as you don't get in the way of the work that's already going on, I have no problem.
I have no intention whatsoever of interfering in your mentoring.
Yes, well, it's hard finding good apprentices who have the time to actually learn to work the forge. A good number are out working the fields, and I don't really have the time to get accurate help these days.
Understandable. So I'm gonna set up, and I would like to. Yeah. Okay. Sure. I'm gonna start working with the mithril.
Where are my manners? Jorfa. Nice to meet you.
Celine. Nice to meet you as well. That was Jorfa.
Jorfa. Jorfa.
Jorf. Okay. Cool. But then, yes, I'm going to.
All
set
right.
Up and I'm gonna start working the mithril.
You've never worked with mithril, so
I'm gonna take like a small. I'm gonna heat it enough that it's malleable, and then I'm gonna take a small piece and then like start trying to temper it, seeing how the metal behaves. Is it like a little bit more fragile at certain temperatures? But just like enough for like 2 rounds.
Okay, go ahead and make a craft check, just because you've never worked with mithril before.
Okay. You always play with new materials, guys. Okay, all right, that's not bad. That's really good. Okay, that's 21.
21. Okay. In that case, with working, you don't even waste the materials. With a waste like that, with working on it, you are able to use the bit of metal that you are able to go ahead and craft that bit of metal that you worked into 2 functional mithril bullets for your pistol.
Excellent.
And with that, you're able to get a feeling for it. It's much lighter than steel, So you take a bit to get that to work, but you should be able to craft the rest of these into your usual bullets, no problem.
Excellent. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Except I'd like to save enough to make 2 mithril arrowheads.
Okay. I said you had enough mithril for 25 rounds of ammunition, so yeah, you'll have 23 bullets. 23 mithril bullets.
All right.
Which, for the purposes of damage reduction, count as silver.
Nice.
So you basically spend the next round. You spend the rest of the afternoon working on that, and Jorfa, while you're figuring it out, Jorfa actually comes over and helps you, seeing that you haven't worked with mithril before. It's like, oh, hey, this is mithril. I know how to work with this. It's been a while, but she knows how to work with it. But yeah, okay. So you spend the rest of the afternoon working, and you manage to get out. And though do you want to actually craft the arrowheads?
Yeah. I think I'd like to.
If you want to do it on your own, that one you're going to have to actually roll for, but Jorfa will automatically assist you on this. So go ahead and add a +2 to your roll.
All right. Uh, 18.
Yeah, it's no problem.
Okay.
All right. So you spend the afternoon prepping all that, and she helps you out. So with that taken care of and out of the way, let's go ahead and move over to Altir.
Ah, that's me.
Altir, you wanted to go check out the monument, correct?
Yes. I just wanted to, see if I doubt there's still a group of people huddled around it, so while it's not so busy, I want to just see if I can get a closer look at it.
All right, you go over. All right, you head your way. You make your way down to the area where the monument is, down by the river, and there's no one around. Like, it's an old monument, and while people will occasionally go to pay their respects, that's usually on a month-by-month basis. So there are rarely ever a lot of visitors here, aside from on like the anniversary of the fire, but whatever. So you make your way, and there's the monument, about a 7 foot statue of Warden Hockran on top of about a 4 or 5 foot, on about a 4 foot base, with with inscribed on the front, for those that met their end, we will always remember. And it has the names of them, those that died, inscribed on the front end. It has been cleaned recently.
Okay. Now I know that it was defaced recently. Yes. I just want to take a closer look around, see if something may have been missed, not cleaned, anything like that.
Make a perception check.
Okay. Oh, that's gonna be good. That's a 21.
All right. Yeah, 21. Okay. As you check it, you do find you look around and you're not quite sure what you're looking for, but you do actually find. You look around, and about 10 feet away from the statue, you do find that a bit of the grass is soaked in blood. And there's a bit of a depression where it is. And as you look around, you do find a. You actually find a set of tracks.
Ooh. I would like.
Or what appear to be the remains of some tracks.
Okay. Are they heading back towards in town or down the river? Can I tell?
Make a survival check.
Okay. 16.
You're able to. You find them, and they seem to verge towards the river. So you follow them for a. You feel like you're following them for about for about 30 seconds until you make your way to the river. But then you look around, you've lost them. You want to try to find them again?
Yeah.
Make another perception check.
Oh shit. 7.
You look around. You have no clue where they are, but as you you take a good 5 minutes searching around to try to find these tracks, but you end up walk back into the grass and then walk back out to the river. And, in fact, back to the monument even, and you can't find them again.
Okay.
But as you begin looking, you look around and you see something. You catch a glimpse of movement from the river. Like a bit of the water has been like a bit of a ripple from the water.
Can I see what that is?
Do you go over to inspect it closer?
I don't want to be standing right next to the water. I want to, stand a few feet back. But yeah, I want to.
All right,
get a little closer.
All right, go ahead and make another perception check.
Fuck me on this one, dice. That is a 17.
You catch it, and it's a bit further downstream this time, but you're just out of. The river is just dark enough, and the sun is at just the right angles. You really can't tell unless you get close.
I hate things in the water. But I gotta know. What this thing is. I want to get closer and see what
All right,
it is.
you go up to the
It's a
water,
bad idea.
and you're looking at it, and you start looking at it, trying to find it. You don't get on your knee. You don't. You get down low, and you start trying to look in the water, and then you start splashing around for it, and you find a skeletal. You find what looks like the skeletal remains of a forearm. And then suddenly, just as you're about to what the hell is this? Another arm reaches out and grabs you by the face. What's your CMD
fuck.
out of curiosity?
13.
Oh, yeah, it grabs you right by the face and it starts dragging you into the water.
We
Oh,
split the party.
Oh, fuck. I'm gonna, try to,
Alright,
take out, rip out of its grasp, I guess.
okay, that's gonna be either a CMB or an escape artist check.
I'm gonna do escape artist. Let's see. It's weird. Okay. That will be for escape artist 19.
You almost managed to get out of it, but the hand that you had grabbed initially, it grabs you right by the side and starts pulling you further in, and it pulls you under the water. You are in the water.
God damn. I'm gonna start stabbing at it with my daggers.
Okay, make an attack roll. But note that you are currently completely submerged.
Oh fuck.
Don't
Ah,
you,
this
Brad?
was a-
And there is
I
a
knew it.
skeleton holding you and dragging you down under the water.
Oh fuck. Where's my attack modifier? There it is. 17. to
Okay,
attack.
that'll hit. Go ahead and roll damage. And since you are part of a grapple, it technically does not have its dex to. So it is technically flat-footed. So go ahead and do sneak attack.
Oh, fucking sweet. That max damage. I rolled a 4 for my dagger. And then a 3 for sneak attack.
All right, you managed to damage
so
it.
7 damage.
All right, you damage it, and at this point it lets go of you. You're still under the water, but it has let go of you. But this skeleton is going back at you. Do you try to get out of the water now?
Yeah, I'm getting the fuck out of there.
All right, as you start you swim in back, you push yourself up, and you swim out of the surface, and then you realize that the water is a bit deeper than you remember the river being. And as you surface, immediately you look up, and the sky is dark, but it's still bright out. And then as you look around, like trying to get your bearings and get the water out of your eyes, you see, and it is not the monument that you see. It is a large, foreboding 2-story structure that is engulfed in flames. And you hear screams crying out from the building. And it is a gruesome sight. And there is this fire, and there is fire, tons of smoke, and while it appears to be night, it is just brighter than the sun. And
Oh,
as you
fuck.
look and just try to get your bearings, one skull pops out of the water, and then another skull pops out to your other side. And at this point, you're surrounded by 8 or so skeletons in the water, and you just hear them calling out, "We shall not be forgotten. Burn in the flames, or drown with us. The 5 shall arise, and night shall fall." And at this point, you're swarmed by the skeletons, and they drag you back down under their water. But then you surface again, and you're back in the river next to the Harrowstone Monument.
I'm getting the fuck out the water as fast as I can.
All right, you get out of the water, and it's
yeah,
only actually about 2 feet deep where you are. So you were really just you were just splashing around in the water, and so you just run out of the water. Run out of the river, and you're there, soaking wet, next to the monument. Unless you keep going.
Nope, I'm just gonna keep on moving, right back to the Laramore's place.
All right, you just start.
Yep, I'm getting the fuck away.
You just start booking it back to the Lorimore place.
Yep.
Absolutely
firmly between your
scared
legs,
out
I
of your
see.
mind.
No, I'm not like full sprint. I'm trying to have some sort of decorum, but I'm definitely I'm getting the fuck away from that goddamn place. Yep. Oh, shit.
Nope, done.
Done. Nope. Shit. Nope. Okay.
All right.
Not sign up for this.
Okay, so that's done. So let's get to Altair next.
Just did Altair.
Wait.
Or not
Yeah, you
Altair,
just did me.
Maverick.
I don't want any more.
Now that that's done, let's get back to you again. Round 2.
Maverick. So, you wanted to
Under your butts.
wanted to go around town and talk to townsfolk, right?
I honestly do not remember. Sure.
That's what I have you written down as. So, unless you want to do something else.
No, I'm cool. I'm gonna go be a man of the people.
All right, you go around
Yeah.
and
Throw some finger guns, kiss some
it is
babies,
a
whatever.
small town. There are there's about outside of Celine who just walked into the forge, Altair who just went down to the monument, and Beldor who is just walking off somewhere. There's about 5 other people in the town. There are about 5 or 10 people in the town square proper.
Oh man, 5 or 10 people. That's like a whole bunch of people for a town this size. Are they just milling about? Are they working? What do they got going on, man? Tell me about their lives.
They all look like they have. They have purpose. Like they know where they're going and what they're doing. And there is one of the sheriff's deputies in the watchtower in the center of the town square.
Well, at least there's a watchtower in the center of the town square.
Yeah.
Well, let's see. What else do I know about this place? I seem to recall mention of a bookstore.
Make a knowledge local check.
Knowledge local check. I guess that's the sort of thing you actually have to have your character sheet open for, huh?
Yeah, and have to be, in roll 20.
I should have been. I don't know what happened there. I clicked back over to it and it's refreshing now. Nah, that shouldn't have happened. Load faster, browser. Hold on, I got this. I know my bonuses. There we go. That's 19.
Yeah, you've heard of the bookstore and you know about where to get to it.
Sweet. To the bookstore.
It is
Fuck
up here.
that place.
The unfurling scroll. And as you make your way up there, you make your way north towards the unfurling scroll, and you pass a small group of children that are playing. That actually seem to have come from the unfurling scroll.
Smile, friendly wave.
But
not like typical smile and friendly wave. Like just friendly dude.
Some wave back, but some are kind of off-put.
Isn't that the guy
especially because some of them have met Maynard before.
Maynard's not with me. I left him at the lore.
Oh, then never mind then. Though some do seem a bit reserved. In fact, actually, the majority of them seem a bit reserved, and give kind of cautionary waves, hey.
It's cool. I haven't won them over yet with my charm.
So you make your way to the unfurling scroll, and it's like I said, it's a small wooden establishment that has the 2 doors, one to the left that seems to go to a private residence, and one that enters into the actual main store itself.
I will go into the main store itself.
I hope so. So you make your way into the unfurling scroll, and it's the 2-tiered space that I had described to Altair before. It's the front area that acts as a bookstore / pseudo library almost, and then there's the back area with more shelves, but that has a teaching space.
Man, I totally should have pulled like a Zelda or a Final Fantasy and gone into the dude's house, start going through his dresser and his refrigerator looking for shit. It's like, oh man, there's a false drawer here with some money. Sweet. Can't believe people just leave this shit around hidden in their house.
And there is the elderly man, Elendru Gorvin. He's an older human man who, and he's currently cleaning up from the day's lesson and is working on reshelving a few books.
I'll walk up to him like, wait, it's afternoon now, right? Is that where we're at?
Technically, yes. It is afternoon. It's
so
about 12:45.
Right. Like, good evening, or afternoon, sir.
he looks over. He's like, "Ah, yes, hello. How may I help you, sir?"
Well, I was just hoping to peruse your books for a moment and see exactly what kind of collection you have.
Well, I have to say I do have a fairly good collection for a man of my station and, well, my living space.
Yes, well, looking about, I can see that you have quite the collection for just this area.
Yes, well, these are the majority of the books I was able to obtain from my days as a wizard proper, but as being retired myself, this is all I was able to save, and I have both sold and bought new stock with what coin I am able to collect.
Wizard proper, you say? Don't tell me that you, like the father, were an adventurer before coming to retire here.
Oh, please, I was purely the academic sense of the word. I spent a few years down in Thrushmoor working as a mage for the count himself, for the count down there, just purely aristocracy, purely aristocratical nonsense, and I've really just worked as a mate. I've really just worked in the academics.
Of course. I'm sure you worked up quite the skill at... what's the word I'm looking for? Quite the skill at conning people as being a scholar.
Conning?
Oh yes, I hear you worked my friend over a little bit.
I gave him the standard rate. Excuse me if he thinks that's a bit too high for my services.
Standard rate for book rentals that you can't leave with and last a day. I'm not...
Okay, I may have been a bit high, but come on, I'm not even on a proper teacher's salary here, okay?
Oh, of course. I actually think it's quite brilliant.
Well, thank you. But he's still giving you the shady eye.
Don't worry, I'm not going to say anything to anyone.
Well, is there any subject I can help you particularly?
Well, there's always my ongoing interest in all things magical. Monsters, spells, and the like. I'm sure you must have something.
Well, I do have a few scrolls prepared if you are looking to buy any of those, and I have a few magical items that I keep in case anyone ever has enough to pay full price, but,
Well, I can't say that I'll buy anything now. I'm certainly interested in seeing what it is you have.
Well, like I said, I do have a number of scrolls, and I do have, I believe, 2 wands, I think, that are currently prepared.
And of what specifically?
Well, if you're interested, let me go get them for a second. And he pops behind the corner. You hear him click the sound, fumble with a few keys, and you hear the audible click of a lockbox. And he pulls out 2 wands and places them. They're both just simple oak and whatnot, but they do have all the appearances of a wand. And it's like, this is a wand of the Cat's Grace form of ability enhancement. This will make you more dexterous and whatnot, assuming you have the ability to use such an item. And this is a wand of the chronological slow spell, which will slow down your enemies and aid in that sort of thing. I wouldn't know. I'm not much of an adventurer, and my knowledge of these spells is purely academical.
Of course, of course. Now, what of the
Academic.
scrolls?
Scrolls. I have a number. I have a number of scrolls, and while I am not a wizard of great power, I do have a fair selection, and if not, I could prepare a few more if need be. I was a bit of a generalist in my studies, so I can prepare a fair number of scrolls if you are willing to buy.
I will be sure to keep that in mind. Now, books. What have you for books, then?
Books I have. He takes the wands. If you'll just give me a second. He takes the wands, puts them back, and here once again the audible click of a lockbox. He's like, well, as far as books go, I have books on a number of subjects. History, a few on, fair number on magical theory. I do have, I do believe, I think I have a few more on, I have a few religious texts, but they're not really my style. But mostly I just have a little bit of everything, fiction, non-fiction, the like.
Well, it seems like the standard fare. Well, perhaps you'll have something interesting, more specific to the area. Perhaps, history of the area?
History of the area. I do have a collection of town records and historical facts about the town of Ravengrow and the county of Versex. If you are interested in those, in fact, your friend that came through yesterday, he was actually interested in this subject, but then he left without even picking up a book off the shelf.
Yes, that does sound like him.
You seem to be looking everywhere except for the shelf I pointed him at.
Well, might you be inclined to allow me to look through them for a moment?
Well, your friend did pay for 3 days of perusal, and assuming you're willing to, assuming that he does not come back, I don't see why not. I could allow you to peruse for the day.
Oh, I'm certain he won't be back. He's just not much of a reader.
Ah, that would explain it.
Oh, snap.
Fucker.
So please, help yourself. This day is on your friend. I'll even let you go.
Welcome.
I'll even let you have the full 8 hours, should you so decide.
Motherfucker.
I do appreciate it, and I'll slide him a couple gold,
How many?
as a tip. Just like 3.
All right, he takes it and pockets it. Like, thank you for your patronage.
Yeah, bow my head, and then head over to start doing some light reading.
So I'm assuming you're doing some research.
Yeah, I'm just reading up on the town history itself. Like, I want to know, like,
Okay, so you get the town history.
general history of the town stuff.
You get
stuff
that the
they
town.
write.
The primary reason the town was built was as an extension of Harrowstone, and like just so that those that worked the prison had a place to, live and with their families and whatnot. And it slowly became a farming community as well, though it was primarily also it was primarily there to support the prison. But in the recent years since the fire, it grew into a bit of its own thing, and has been about like this ever since.
Other than what happened to the prison, how like, what other cataclysms have like affected the area? Other than the Whispering Tyrant business, because obviously.
As far as stuff between the building of the prison and like back during the Shining Crusade, there's not much, but you do find that there are of course the usual, as far as the area itself, in the greater Versex County area, there have been a few, like, poppings up of groups of undead, but nothing especially interesting. Nothing that is weird for as far as Ustalav is concerned.
All right. From going through the records, can I get any ideas as to what kind of things I could say to the council that would be more likely to sway them towards us? Towards helping us? Like, is there anything in there I can use? I will make rolls, damn it. Unless they're bad rolls, then I'd make rolls.
Not really. You did find some stuff on, like, how Versex came into its own democratically run county for the country of Ustalav, but you don't find anything, like, crazy. Like, nothing that pops out.
Okay. Cool.
Though you do find something, like, you're just trying to go around, and you end up going back to the prison, and then you find what looks to be something akin to prisoner records, and it seems to it seems to stick in your mind for a second, but as you're perusing, you don't find anything special aside from that.
Alright. Well, at the very least, by the end of this 8 hours, I'm going to be like an almost expert on this goddamn town. That's my plan.
Alright. Okay. Yeah, you're going to spend about... Okay, in that case, you probably spend about time there as Sling does in the Forge. So...
Sounds good.
Let's go ahead and get to Beldor.
Woohoo! It's my turn.
Alright. Beldor, you make your way south from the town square.
Yes,
then
I do.
Further south, past the
I
Lorimer
strut
place.
all the way there.
And then, as Altir has longer legs, so he ended up going he was a bit faster, so he's already turned towards the monument. But
That
you
tall
turned south.
bastard.
You turned south, on the road,
Yes, I do.
towards the prison.
Yes, I do.
And I misquoted her. It's actually about 2 or 3 miles out of town, but
Details. Details.
you start walking, and
Yes, I do.
you make your. It takes you about an hour to get there, but you make, well, let's say 45 minutes to an hour.
Nice.
To Harrowstone proper.
Yeah.
And as you walk in, as you're walking, it's a relatively okay for a late winter's day. Just a bit chilly,
Okay.
but and you make your way, and there, sitting on the hill, sitting on a barren hill, South City is Harrowstone. Stark, sagging roof of its central structure visible through a large gap in the surrounding wall. Partially overgrown track leads from the southern edge of town, winding around the base of the hill, and then back up along its southern slope to the prison itself. And you make your way up the hill along the path, and there you are, in front of on the Harrowstone grounds, in front of the gates.
So, can I tell from where I am where the professor is supposed to have died based on context clues?
Give me a second to reveal some of the area and place your token.
I appear to have lost some of my vision. Must have been this delicious ale that I've been drinking on the way.
Or you're over here in this area, so go ahead and pull your token over. No,
Jesus.
actually, I'll do that.
Okay.
I'll do that for you.
Thank goodness, because I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it for you, man. I'm kidding.
It's
I'm
fine.
just teasing you.
In fact, I probably should have done this earlier, but whatever.
Details.
Alright, so there's your token. And there you are in front of the Harrowstone grounds.
I'm so small. Yeah, so
It's big back.
based on what I've heard so far, from where I am, even if I moved in front of the gates of the prison, would I be able to get a good like visual line of sight on where the professor is supposed to have died?
The one thing that you haven't figured out, that you haven't learned, is whether the professor died within the walls or outside the walls. So, go ahead and make a perception check. But you've got stone.
Oh man!
But you have stone cunning, so you are looking specifically for a crumbling gargoyle statue, or a crumbling gargoyle.
That's not good. I got an 8 on my perception check.
You look around and you go, like, from the front entrance. You can't really tell. There appear to be gargoyles on the top, but you're not finding an empty space where one is. Do you move around the prison at all to try and find it, or do you just keep looking from here?
No, I'm gonna stay where I am, and I'm gonna pull out my pipe. I'm gonna start smoking a little bit. Is there a stump nearby, like by chance?
Actually, over here where these bushes are, there is in fact one stump that's just there.
Perfect. Well, Beldor's gonna sit his little rump down on one of those stumps. He's just gonna look through the prison gates while he's smoking his pipe, and he's just gonna do some thinking. He's gonna do some contemplating.
All right. Well, as you initially looked at the prison gate, it was closed with one of the doors slightly ajar. But as you sit down, light your pipe, and look back at it, it's slightly more ajar.
Oh.
Like, there is a decent sized crack in it. Let me just
Color me intrigued.
And you can see a bit of a distance into the prison.
Well, I'm going to continue my course of action of contemplating while looking through the door.
All right, you continue to contemplate, and you look in the door.
Yes, I do.
Don't really see anything.
That's okay. Beldor's doing some hard thinking right now.
About how long does this go on?
Well, let's see. Oh, geez Louise. Let me roll a d8, and I'll tell you exactly how long this happens for. Oh, 8 hours.
Okay, so you sit there for
God.
8 hours.
Yes, I do.
It'll be dark by the time you're finished, but okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
So,
Oh god.
let's get back to Altier then.
That's probably a good idea.
Oh, fuck.
I'll come
I did
back
my
here
part.
in case something, if something happens, but I'm just going to move back to the Ravengrow map for now.
You do what you gotta do, my man.
Alright, so back in Ravengrow, Altier, it's only been about 30 minutes since you separated from the others, but you start bolting, and you make your way back to the Loremore place, opening the door, or running in, slamming the door shut, and just soaking wet.
That was unexpected. Fuck.
It's like,
Fuck.
hello? Who is it?
It's Altier.
Altier, give me a second. And Kendra comes out from one of the back rooms, and oh, it's good to see you.
Hello, my lady.
Hello. Did everything go well? Because it seems like you just took a dip in the river.
You know,
Just a little bit.
I may have stumbled in the river. I was down by the monument, and I was doing a little investigating, and I had to, get in the river a little bit. It's nothing to worry about. Don't worry about it.
I see. Well, now's not typically the season that people end up playing in the river, so I hope you don't. I'd suggest you dry off first, and then.
Yes. I was actually gonna see if Dove was around and he could fetch me some warm soup or something while I go warm up by the fire.
Dove's out back practicing his swordplay as he usually does after lunch, and I think we might have some left over from lunch. It was just the two of us, so we didn't prepare anything hot. But let me go get you a towel, and I'll see what I can scrounge up.
I would appreciate it, my lady.
She goes upstairs and over to the linen closet and pulls out a towel and comes down and meets you by the fireplace in the living room. And you've already started the fire, or Kendra has started the fire.
Yeah.
Or you two start the fire and you begin drying off.
How are you doing, Lady Larimore?
Please, Kendra is fine, and I'm doing well. I feel as though I'm finally beginning to find my place here, and I'm still trying to sort through a few things. Eventually, I'll get to my grandfather's study, but that will take time. But I am figuring things out, and I'm actually working out a few things as to how I'm going to keep myself busy.
Of course. Well, as always, if you need anything at all, don't be afraid to ask.
I thank you for your offer, and I will keep that in mind.
And I want to stand next to the fire and dry off completely, and then I'm just gonna sit down in there and just contemplate what the hell just happened to me.
All right. So, in that case, let's head back to Maverick then. About how long did you spend studying? Did you go the full 8, or do you get going before it gets dark?
Hold on. Everything just freaked out for me for a second.
Looked like you stuttered for a minute.
Yeah.
There you go. Freaked out for you.
Yeah, still stuttering a bit on my end. Okay, I'm good again. Go ahead.
Do you spend 8 hours at the unfurling scroll? You spend the full 8?
Yes, he spends the full 8.
Okay,
Yep.
in that case, Celine would finish up first. It only takes her. It's about 25 rounds. Celine, you finish about. It's getting 6, 7 o'clock, but you do manage to finish up.
Okay.
But
I would like to. The enchantment. Did I keep that, or did Maverick have it? There was an enchantment.
Oh, all the stuff needed for to actually do it?
Yeah.
No, he would have given it to you because he doesn't need it.
Okay.
Yeah, because he got all the pre-enchanted arrows.
Yeah. I'm already fully stocked. I'm the only person in this party who has a bow.
Can I enchant bullets if I have no arcane training whatsoever and I'm not magical?
You could if you had the Master Craftsman feat, but you do not.
Well, that answers that question. Okay, then I'm just gonna head back to the Lorimore place.
Okay.
And start hoping that one of my magically inclined party members is there and won't mind enchanting.
Okay. As you make your way towards the Lorimore place, it's starting to get dark. All right, yeah, you make your way back towards the Lorimore place, and it's getting dark. It's about like I said, it's about 7 o'clock in the evening, so the sun has gone down. So you make your way back to the Lormore place, and relatively no problem. And you make your way there, and in fact, you actually run to Father Grimhollow as he's approaching the Lormore place. It's like, Kendra, good. I'm sorry, Celine. Good to see you.
You as well, Father.
Shall we go in?
Oh, yes. I gather you have news then.
Yes. I managed to get a few
Open the
things
door and let him in.
All right. You two enter, and Dove and Kendra have already set up dinner, and are actually. I mean, they're getting it to the point where it's served, but since you guys are coming in late, they're trying to make it so that there is food out for you guys to eat. And Kendra comes up. Celine, good to see you. And Father, I wasn't expecting you to come by visiting. Like, yes, well, this has to do with our mutual acquaintances. I have news for them. Is anyone else here, or... Anyway, Celine.
Yes.
Altair, you hear the father and Celine come in.
Once I hear their voices and recognize them, I'll stand up and walk over.
Alright. You're actually finishing up your own meal. But, it's like, well, I did manage to get that meeting that you all requested. And it shall happen tomorrow at noon.
Oh, all right. Before or after lunch?
As close to noon as possible, but the council... I had trouble getting this meeting to begin with, especially since there is a town council meeting next Oath Day, so it is certainly not... Time is a bit strained, and I would hope you do not... I hope you do not come late, otherwise they will be looking for an excuse to put this meeting off.
Merely inquiring as to the possible demeanors of the council members. Are they going to be well fed or hasting to get out?
They will most likely be eating beforehand.
Excellent news. Thank you. I believe we should then also, Altia, have an early lunch as well?
I'm game.
All right.
Well,
I'm
Lunch
kind
for
of
everybody.
distracted. I'm a little distracted. I'm listening, but I'm also, you can probably tell that I'm not paying the most attention to what y'all are saying.
well, that takes care of that then. Celine, do you have the ammunition that you wanted me to enchant for you?
I do, yes. And I'm going to give him not the mithril ones, but I'm going to give him, I think I have 23 rounds left. No, I've got 23 rounds, so I'm going to hand him 23 rounds of standard ammunition. And the materials.
Thank you. Very well. I will... Well, I do have the council. I have to be there for the meeting as well. So I will get to this as soon as I can. I'll have this to you, if not by this Oath Day, but by the day after.
Excellent.
Well, unless you have any more questions of me, I believe I must be going. I have a few more things I have to get to back at the temple.
All right, then.
Have a
Have
good night,
a-
Father.
Yes, good night and safe trip back, Father.
Thank you. Miss Kendra, always a pleasure. He bows his head. Thank you as well, Father. And he opens the door and leaves.
Well,
How are your endeavors, Celine?
apparently a fair bit better than yours. Are you? You're a little bit of. I mean, behind your ear, there's a. Did you perhaps go swimming?
Perhaps we should talk in private.
Yes.
And
mm,
go ahead.
Yes. Yes. Miss Kendra, if I could trouble you, could you possibly have whatever's left, a plate or so of food brought up for myself, and if the others aren't back yet, enough for them as well? I do hate to impose terribly, but if this is what I believe it is about, we want to get our facts straight first.
Well, I'd rather not have this food go to waste, so I will see what I can do. It won't be the warmest, but it will be something.
As long as it is edible, I assure you it will suffice.
Very well. I'll get Dove to see to it. He always seems helpful in these endeavors.
That sounds excellent. Thank you, if you will excuse us. And then I'm going to, motion Altair. We're going to go up to study. Let's go do that.
Let's do that.
Alright, so you guys going to the study, or are you going up to one of your guys' room?
Probably to the study.
Alright, so you make your way through, around, into the back right corner of the house, where the professor's study is.
Yep.
And it's empty, I'm assuming.
Yeah, I mean, it's still a cluttered mess, but...
Yeah.
It is a slightly
Maynard?
more organized. Maynard is at the Maynard is next to the dining room table eating stew.
They're teaching your dog bad habits.
So what, would I have to make a roll or anything to know if Maynard is, obviously he's not awoken because he can't speak, but if he is of sufficient intelligence where Celine would, invite him?
Make a handle animal or a knowledge nature check.
Oh, god damn it. Well, I have neither of those. So straight roll then. I mean, technically handle animals a class skill, but fuck if I put anything in it. No, that's a 5.
Seems like a dog that's eating stew out of a bowl.
Stew.
I haven't even, my own personal history of observing his interactions.
Wolf. He's a big wolf. I don't know where this dog business is coming from.
Wolf. He's a wolf eating stew out of a bowl. From your own knowledge, that's entirely up to you.
Oh. Better safe than sorry. Okay, before we leave the room, I will look over to him and just be all Maynard, we're going to discuss things upstairs, if you care to come along.
He looks at
You
you.
can understand me.
He looks at you, tilts his head, takes a few more bites of the stew, then walks after you.
Oh, excellent. I didn't make a complete fool out of myself. Thank you, Maynard.
Oh, I wish Maverick was there. He's like, are you talking to the wolf? No.
That makes it better. That you're not there.
Roll a diplomacy for the wolf.
I roll a 3. It goes.
What's Maynard's sense motive?
Oh god.
Jesus, it's
I'm
probably
kidding.
one untrained.
I'm kidding.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure I have access to it, but whatever. I'm not looking for that.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
All right.
Yay.
So you two and Maynard make your way into the professor's study. Like I said, it's organized chaos at this point, though slightly more organized than previously.
Excellent. All right. Is there a chair free, or am I sitting on books again?
There is the chair at the professor's desk, and there is one reading chair over in the corner, but though the reading chair does still have a few books on it.
Excellent. I'm taking the one behind the desk because fucking books.
I'll just stand. So the most curious thing happened to me earlier.
And it involves your premature swim?
Yes.
All right, let's hear it.
I went to inspect the monument. Upon my investigation, I noticed something in the water. I, being the curious one, went to go take a slightly closer look. Probably ill-advised, I know. When a skeleton grabbed me.
I'm sorry, Could you possibly repeat that? I could have sworn that I heard something that sounded...
Like, yeah, bone, hands,
and just...
like, grabbed my face, just grabbed me by the face and pulled me underwater.
Your face? Just
Yes.
grabbed you by the...
Yes, grabbed my face and pulled me underwater.
And so we're entirely clear here, you said a skeleton.
Yes.
Not like a corpse, like a skeleton, like bones, and no
Bones.
ligaments, no muscles, nothing which would...
Just bones. Grabbed me by the face.
I do apologize, I wasn't paying very much attention this morning. Did you perhaps add anything besides coffee to your coffee?
No. I
No?
was way too hungover this morning for any drinks.
You weren't perhaps slipping some cafefe?
It's actually pronounced
Topical.
kafif.
Wrong. It's gonna be huge.
Make Harrow Stone great again.
I have all the best
Wait a minute.
typos.
My next character's gonna be Donald Trump. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be huge.
Well, as long as you remember to take the rich parents trait, it kind of
And he has to
defines
be
the
a
character.
gnome.
As long as my parents give me a small business loan of 1 million gold pieces.
You can pay it off avocados.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Okay, back on topic.
Yeah.
Which is
That's enough politics.
skeleton. Purely
Yes,
no
skeleton.
ligaments and just pulled
Like,
you
just
and
grabbed
you
me by the face, completely submerged me. That river is only like 2 feet deep, and it was able to pull me underwater.
Yes.
And the weirdest thing is, after I was able to break away with no trouble whatsoever, at all, I
Make a bluff
put
check.
my head above. God damn it! Oh, it's cocked. 14 plus
Keep your shit together, Altier.
7. 21.
I'll keep that in mind in case Celine wants to.
No, Celine is just purely flabbergasted that
Okay,
he
continue.
expects me to believe that a skeleton pulled him anywhere.
Well,
Celine is treating this as a quaint story by someone who's possibly imbibed way too much and is still drunk.
alright, well then let him finish the story.
Wait, are we talking about me or
Yeah.
Altier?
Let him finish the story.
Once I rose above the water, I don't know if it was a vision or what. I saw a large stone structure engulfed in flame.
A large in
Yeah, I don't know. It was just a huge stone structure engulfed in flame, burning. And the skeleton rose above the water and started talking to me. And there's a bunch of them there, like half a dozen or so. And they said something to the effect of, how did they say it? Let me see. The 5 shall rise, or something like that. I don't know. I didn't catch all of it. I was kind of freaking out at the moment. Maybe my memory would better serve me.
Could you do me a favor?
Yes.
Stand as straight as you can, look at the ceiling, and then attempt to touch the tip of your index finger to your nose.
I've had patrolmen do this before.
And the other one? All right, excellent. All right. Do you happen to know the never mind. I don't even know that backwards.
Oh, that's right. They were saying the 5 shall arise and shall not be forgotten. And I believe they may have said a little more. I'm not entirely sure. I may have missed it with all the water splashing around. And they dragged me under the water, but I was I broke away again with no issue. And once I re-emerged from under the water, I was back here.
I mean, you know, the more that you say that, emphasizing the without issue, it makes me... And I don't even know why that's the one part that I'm latching onto, when the entire story is so fanciful. But blighting skeletons...
I'm telling you what happened. I didn't make this stuff up. Why? What purpose would I have?
Oh, I have no doubt that you believe that you are entirely speaking truth. However, the fact of the matter is that that is not reality. Skeletons don't just... The skeletons! How would a skeleton even speak? They lack vocal cords to produce sound.
We are investigating on going into a prison that is quite possibly haunted by spectral beings. How are skeletons?
Spirits make sense. Their energy. You expect me to believe a skeleton just talk? Jeez.
I don't know. I was shocked as well. That's why I came right back here. I was gonna present it to you and the others. Perhaps I should keep it to myself by saving face.
I'm just saying, perhaps when you tell the others your story, if you start out with the fact that these were spirits or corpses of some kind...
Should I change it to a dog?
I would believe a dog
told
over
me
a
these
skeleton.
things.
Yes, I would believe a talking dog. I apologize, Maynard. But honestly, I would believe a talking dog of skeletons. Seriously, I do apologize, Maynard. Also, again, I apologize. I realize you're not actually a dog.
No, that is a wolf. I'll observe it.
You're a wolf. Jeez. Just...
I don't know.
I believe talking wolves.
Well, I don't know. The Inquisitor already believes I'm an idiot.
Honestly, I'm quite...
I can't.
Or idiot.
Celine, as you're talking, your exaggerated hand motions knock open one of the books, and it opens to a page with a walking skeleton with a broken sword in its hand attacking someone.
And it just like falls neatly between our feet, and then we both look down, and then Celine's just like...
And I point at it and go, see?
We shall not speak of this. Feel free to provide the unedited version.
Okay.
I still think, however, that it is completely ridiculous that a skeleton should speak.
I thought so too. Which is why I was thinking it was more of a vision rather than actually happening.
See, if you had led with, I'm certain that this was a vision.
Well, I'm not certain.
From something, whatever. No, but you have to sell it. Sell the unbelievable.
Look, I just got attacked by skeletons in a river, okay? I'm freaking out here.
Have some brandy. I'm sure the professor stored some around here somewhere.
I'm like, I think for the next little while I'll be hanging out with you all for a little bit. And not doing my own investigations.
You shall not split off from the rest of the people in this party of adventurers?
I don't think so.
That is a very, very wise... I've heard tell that is one of the worst things that a band of people can do, is break off into smaller pots.
We're not a group of people, just a band of people.
Hello, Beldor. When did you arrive?
Peekaboo!
Beldor's not there yet.
No.
We'll get there.
I don't know. It seems like he is now.
Oh, I'll just mute myself.
Stomp.
Yes, that seems wise. But I'll present it to the Inquisitor and the cleric. Perhaps they can glean some insight off this. Maybe it's something worth looking at after we visit the prison.
Indeed.
Or maybe it directly correlates too.
You said a large stone building burning.
My thought was perhaps it was Harrowstone. I'm not entirely sure.
Well, that would make the most amount of sense.
That's immediately what I thought, is that it could be Harrowstone. And speaking that it was near the monument, and the fact that this vision or skeleton, whatever it was, said, "We will not be forgotten," which is what's inscribed on the monument. The monument says, "We will not forget."
But why would they feel the need then to petition for remembrance if there is already a monument to them? This is odd. This bears further thinking.
Well, I think there could be a line there of there is a difference between remembering and honoring
This is
the
true.
past. Those that have been passed. And are we remembering the gods there or
The
the
prison.
prisons? There's something more to this prison in my mind. It wasn't just a simple gods, prisoners, the end.
Indeed.
Not in my mind, I don't know.
Well said.
I'm just... So, I guess whenever the Inquisitor and the Cleric arrive, we'll run this by them.
Indeed. I hope Eldor doesn't take too long.
I'm sure
known
he'll only be
fellows-
gone for an hour at most.
Well, I would hope not, but I've known fellows of his sort before, and they get strangely fixated on things, and then hours of time pass, and they've completely forgotten of what they're doing.
Accurate.
Quite possible. It's quite possible. I'm actually a little concerned myself if something of the like has latched on to me and what has happened to me. I hope nothing befalls any of the others.
Yes.
It would be a good idea for us to stay as close together as possible.
Indeed. I propose we split up and then go looking for them.
At this point, Maverick, you are, I'm assuming once you finish, you head back to the Lormore place?
Absolutely.
In that case, Maverick, at this point, you walk in through the front door.
I just slip in quietly. I don't say hello to anyone. I don't call out a general greeting. I just slip in, close the door, hang my coat, and then head into the house proper.
All right.
Well,
Wondering why
Shall we
Maynard
head
isn't greeting me at the door.
shall we head downstairs and look for the others? And wait for the others?
Yes, I'm also quite concerned that Dove has not brought up our food.
Uh,
I really feel slightly
His
bad
service
about...
has been-
At this point, Dove
His
walks
service
into the
has
study
been
with her
lacking.
food. Like, sorry it took so long. I was busy cleaning up, but then I figured, yeah, you might want this hot, so I figured I might reheat it, but then it's like, took me a while to get the fire started and put it back in the pot, reserve it, went on, and it was just...
It's fine. It's
We're
fine.
actually
Here you go.
heading downstairs to wait for our companions.
The study's on the
That's
ground
alright, we
floor.
can-
You're already downstairs. You okay?
There were stories. If you need a good scare some night, or to make children behave, talk to Altia.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Here's your food. By the way, Maverick just came in. If you were looking for him.
Oh, yes. Yes, that's excellent. Thank you,
I'm
Dope.
sure he'll be looking for his companion.
All right.
Doge.
I mean, at this point, Maverick is walking back out. Walking back out of the study towards the front door.
Dove, you wouldn't happen to be making any more of those delicious panned cakes, would you? They were so good.
I mean,
For the morning, of course.
well, I mean,
I
if
think
you're
this will
asking,
suffice.
I could, but I'll have to see. I might have to. I'll see what I have. I'll see what we have. I think we might have enough for tomorrow, but after
It's
that I may
okay
have
if you
to go
have to
into
run
town.
into town to get ingredients. I don't mind.
Well,
Yes,
no one's going to
yes.
be open right now, so
Well, a late breakfast is better.
I
than
should
none.
have enough-
Might even roll it into lunch.
I'll see what I can do. Okay? Like, come on. I know what I'm
Excellent.
doing.
Thanks. Let's go find Maverick.
All right.
Let's.
You all make your way to the front, and Maverick, Maynard has walked into the front hall to greet you. It looks at you like, acknowledges
You
that you're
smell
there,
like-
and then goes back to his dinner, which
You
Dove has
smell like
replaced.
stew.
Dove has provided him a second helping. And he
Sure,
just
yeah.
goes to town on it.
Of course he has.
Dove.
Fantastic.
Maverick, how was your quest for knowledge?
Well, I do believe I'm officially the town historian at this point.
Oh dear.
I suppose they'll give me my badge of honor in office any day now.
Oh yes. Let us know when the ceremony is.
Oh, I'm sorry, but
Are you going to be
quiet
on the
affair.
council?
Friends
You could
only.
vote. If you're going to be on the council, you could vote in favor of us going to investigate the prison.
Friends only?
As I said, quiet affair. Just me, Maynard, and my badge.
Well, when you get done polishing it, we have important matters to discuss.
Oh, have the two of you discovered something?
Oh no, this discovery was not mine at all, but in fact Altia's.
I assume he
Oh.
stumbled into it.
Well, in a manner of speaking.
I prefer investigated thoroughly
With your
and
face.
got in. Yeah.
Well,
Yes.
go ahead and tell me what happened to you.
Oh no, this must be told in the study. It must
Show
be.
me where the scary man touched you. Yes.
No.
Ah, so good. Woo.
Do you have an effigy that I could borrow? He touched me here.
Show me on the character sheet where the DM touched you.
Ah,
Excellent.
myself.
Okay.
Once we get into the study, I basically go through the same story and tell it the same way that I told Celine, and for brevity's sake.
Well, let me begin by saying that certainly happened to you. You didn't investigate anything.
I saw. It was intriguing. Okay?
However,
You have to admit, however, Inquisitor, that were anyone else there, we would not have shoved our faces so close that the skeleton could have grabbed us, drug us down, thus possibly hinging the entire revelation of this vision quest's hallucinatory trip on Altia's specific Altierness.
I am sacrificing my body for the betterment of our investigation.
Thank you.
Possibly.
well, I suppose you wouldn't be a proper rogue if you didn't take care of the traps for us. So tell it. So, it seems a skeletal hand reached up for the water, pulled you down, and then, after no struggle whatsoever, I am sure, you managed to pull yourself out of 2 feet of water and rush back home to tell us this story.
Yes, the without much trouble part troubled me as well.
I'm sure the experience
said that.
was harrowing.
Excuse me. I said that extremely convincingly, by the way.
Oh, so you're admitting you're lying.
Now I'm rolling.
Alright,
Now
sense
I'm
motive.
rolling.
Well, I said that out of character just now. I didn't say that as all tier.
Oh, you sure?
Yeah. I'm just reminding y'all
I'm
that
on you.
I said that.
Celine, sense
I don't
motive.
know,
I already
wasn't
have
very
his bluff.
convinced.
Okay, alright, sort of. Awesome. You know, one of two ways, awesome or awesome.
Right to make a perception check.
You're not even there.
We're about to get to him.
He is the most convincing motherfucker I've ever met.
Yeah, you're actually surprised. Like, wow, this guy's actually kind of a badass. If what he says.
So, suffice to say, whether he convinces me or not, I find it unbelievable.
You can roll sense motive too.
Oh,
No, it's fine. I said after no struggle, I am sure. Well, it seems rather clear that whatever this burning building was likely the prison, and the people talking were likely the spirits of the prisoners. So, let me check something real quick. Where is our information that we got on Harazone? Pachow. I have to check my meta knowledge against my character knowledge.
There it is in handouts.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Bum, bum, bum.
How's your pipe coming along?
I don't know how my pipe's coming along, but I'm definitely 3 beers down. I mean 5. I can't count anymore.
Oh God.
well, okay.
Oh,
Five might be enough.
There's
Do
still
we
one
need to
more.
take a break to make it 6?
To get a refill? Yes!
okay.
Also, restringing a mandolin while under the influence is not an easy feat.
Show me on the mandolin where the bad man touched you.
He hasn't
love of
touched
God.
me anywhere yet, but I'm touching him.
All right. Well, so I'm not seeing anything in the book in the journals about it, but I'm mostly skimming because I'm a little too something to focus completely on all that.
No, it's fine. I was
He's a little too Belgard
I was
right
looking
now to
for
focus.
whatever. I was looking for something of note, and
However, you did say I got to see the prison records.
you saw mention of them. It wasn't the exact copy
Or mention of them, okay.
the prisoner records, but you did find that you did find evidence of them, but they're just not here.
All right. Does
They just weren't there.
based on what for all the reading I've done and what we've learned, because I could have swore it's come up and I can't remember where. But
yeah, I'm surprised it's not
does
in any
that,
of these.
I was almost certain it had come up, but does the 5 stand out to me at all? I can make more checks.
Make
That was extremely
Make a knowledge
curious
local
to
check.
me as well.
make a
I can
knowledge
do it
local.
now.
Well, local or history.
Can I get a bonus because I just spent 8 hours studying
Yes.
the town history?
Actually, can I also roll a local knowledge, or can I assist him? Is there assist in Pathfinder?
Yes, there is this. You roll if you get above a 10, it's an automatic +2 on his roll.
Okay.
I was hoping to help as well.
Though-
And this is- Well, knowledge local, right?
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
Jesus Christ.
In that case, you're gonna want to roll on
Okay.
your own.
Yeah, you are.
Oh, really?
Uh,
Oh, God.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
am I able to make
Got
a check as
deal of
well?
shit.
Oh yeah.
Okay, all right, all right,
Since you're all
all right.
brainstorming
Come on.
this.
Wait,
I
I have a
got
card
a-
for this.
I got a 25.
Jesus
Uh,
fuck. I also got a 25.
In
Oh,
that
no.
case,
Oh, nice.
between the two of you, between what you are
We
able
know
to,
something that
between-
Maverick doesn't.
and for Altier, you actually remember because you did actually start on that shelf, but then you immediately went around to try and figure stuff about the Whispering Way. But you did find mention of prisoners, and Celine, you come with this prisoners. And then you remember, it's like prison records. There were 5. And you remember that at the time of the fire, there were 5 particularly notorious prisoners that were within Harrowstone at the time.
Oh, fuck.
Do we know why they were notorious?
You're not entirely sure, but you do know that they had some of the heaviest sentences possible for Harrowstone.
Huh.
Anything else, you're gonna have to do some actual research on.
Okay, well,
Sorry,
I
what
can
was
do that.
What kind of check? I missed that.
You're gonna need to actually spend some time researching.
Oh,
To get
okay.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
All right.
Hooray! More researching.
And
No. You seem to have good luck with that historian, former wizard person.
Oh, you were at the bookstore too.
Indeed, I was. Pleasant gentleman, I must
He's
say.
a dick. Oh,
I
You
found
know-
him quite likable.
You know he's kobolding you, right?
I got
I've
that idea.
no idea what you mean.
Right.
He even allowed me to look at the books without any payment.
What the?
Very pleasant gentleman.
He should have. I paid him enough for days of research.
And
That
yet
did
you
come
only
up
used a
briefly.
few.
Hmm.
you
Well,
didn't even use the full one.
maybe I don't know if it would do any good. Maybe we can do some more research, more specifically to these notorious 5.
Yes.
Uh,
Yes, of course. That would be a.
They sound like
good
a
idea.
bard group.
Yes.
You
One
mean like the
notorious-
Jackson 5?
Random slave black guy.
I wonder if the professor, any of these books in here, would have anything on the 5. Seeing as he was doing quite a lot of research on Harrowstone.
Well, that's a good thought, and we're already here. Can we spend like an hour or two coming through to see if there's any particular history on
While
the
we're
Um,
waiting for Beldor.
Yeah.
I'm going to
Waiting for
say
Eldor.
you can start the research, and by doing so, this will aid you. You start looking and you start perusing and you start pulling tomes for what you think might help, and this will aid you for when you actually do the full 8-hour research proper.
Okay. Since I have already cataloged a large part of this, or at least some of it, what did you
This'll-
say, like 30%?
Yeah,
Can
I said
I-
about 30%.
Can I use that to help
Yeah, it's
direct people?
it's about halfway.
Like, oh, don't use that book. That's a bad book. That's completely
Yeah.
on that's on the history of mandrakes. Don't use it.
And you continue it, and you get about where half the study is. Half the study is properly organized. In like
Oh.
Dewey Decimal System and that kind of shit.
Oh, nice. Yes,
okay.
I want.
Now, as you 3 are doing that, Beldor.
Me! Yes!
It is 9 o'clock at night, and you've spent the last 8 hours sitting in front of Harrowstone on a stump, looking at the prison.
Smoking.
Smoking.
And drinking a little bit. Maybe
Yes.
a lot.
Okay. So,
Possibly more than I'm comfortable with admitting.
all right.
What did happen to those kegs? By the way, just so we know how drunk he is.
Well, I'm about 5 cans into that keg, if that helps.
He did take a keg with him. Yeah, fuck it, I'm rolling.
As long as it
He
wasn't my keg.
took a keg with him. All right, so
I
you're-
took my share of the keg with me. I'm an honorable dwarf, mostly.
all right, so
Most of the time.
there you
You
are,
just drank
sitting,
your share.
smoking, and it's getting pretty late. You should probably head back.
Is it cold outside? Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
What am
it's
I
getting
thinking?
cold, and
You can't feel it.
looking around.
Yeah,
and
I feel pretty friggin' toasty.
Yeah.
Toasty.
Toasty! Yeah.
And while you've been sitting, aside from that initial thing where with the gate slightly opening, you haven't really. There hasn't been anything special going on around here.
It's been a very uneventful 8 hours, but
Pretty much.
not mentally. Beldor's been doing a lot of thinking, contemplating, and mental shit, like I just
God.
said.
All right.
So Beldor's gonna get up off the stump. He's gonna wipe his bum off. Got some wood chips on it. And he's gonna start walking back to the Lormore place.
All right. So you begin walking. You're a dwarf, so you have dark vision. You can see perfectly fine, or at least you can see the path. You can see the path in front of you perfectly fine.
I got my high beams on.
Yeah. So
Greeks, man.
So you're walking along, and after about 15 or so minutes of walking, make a perception check.
Okay.
Oh,
Let's see if this is in character, out of character roll. This is a very out of character roll. I got a 24.
Oh, okay. You're like, you're a dwarf. You're used to this level of intoxication. This is nothing like the previous night.
Yeah.
And you've been, even through the smoking of the tobacco that you obtained, you're still perfectly fine. And then out of the corner of your ear, you hear something. You hear a like the sound of a twig snapping.
Oh, the twig snapping, huh? I pull out my mace. I say, "You step out into the light. Step out into the bathroom. I can see you."
drunk dwarves, man. Drunk
Alright.
dwarves.
You look around.
Drunk Brendans.
Well, it's still dark. You look around and you look over and then you hear another crack from the other side of the path.
Okay, is there a rock on the ground near me?
Yes, there is.
I pick it up and I throw it at the noise.
All right. Just for the hell of it,
You want
roll
me
a
to take a attack roll?
yeah, make a ranged attack roll.
I believe that is a 19.
I'm gonna. Okay. Let me pull this back. Proper. Okay. I'm pretty sure that's going to hit. Or wait, no, that was wrong one. Let me.
Oh, I ended up in the graveyard all of a sudden.
Okay.
I'm a magical drunken dwarf.
Actually, all true.
You hear it collide with something hard, but you're not quite sure what it is. You look around, but you're still on your guard, like, ugh. Then you hear some shambling, coming from the bushes, and
Shambling coming from the bushes, eh?
and as you see it, you see two skeletons pop out,
Oh.
one from either side of the road. Beldor, if
Bring
you'd like,
it
I'm
on!
going to have you roll initiative.
Okay, bring it on, mother truckers. I'm ready for this. No, I'm not.
Here lieth Beldor. He split the party.
Beldor got a 4 initiative today.
Oh God.
But that's okay. Beldor's got some tricks up his sleeve.
Get the right.
Ah,
Okay.
all right. I'm in it. I'm in the game. I don't have any water left.
All right.
I'm somewhat in the game.
Water.
Okay, so. Alright. Let me add turns.
Oh, whoops. Oh, there we go. I got 4. There we go.
Fuck. 999,999,999.
Add turns.
Magic.
Okay. Let me roll initiative for these guys. Alright. Okay. So that's a. Or wait, no, that's. Yeah. Well, actually. No, and that's a. That was a. Alright, so. You are not flat-footed, and I will say that this turn, both the skeletons spend their time going out onto the path. It is your turn.
Oh, perfect. I'm gonna come up to this little skeleton right here,
All right.
and I'm gonna put my holy symbol in his face, and I'm gonna heal the shit out of him.
Oh, jeez.
Okay.
Hold on,
You're
let me see.
Are you casting Cure Light Wounds?
I sure am. So it's 1d8 plus 1 per caster level. So.
Make a melee touch attack first.
Oh, sure. That's gonna be a 18.
Oh yeah, that's gonna hit. That's gonna hit, no problem. Go ahead and roll damage.
Oh, sweet. So then it's gonna be 13 points of healing, positive energy healing.
How the fuck did you do that?
Because of healing blessing, I get 50% more damage against undead.
Oh yeah. Well, that's just cures in general. So like, fuck. Oh yeah, you spent it. Oh fuck. Yeah, you
I
complete.
spent a blessing.
You completely obliterate the fucking skeleton. You like.
That's
For
what I thought.
Siren Ray! And you reach out, touch it, and it just explodes in divine light.
That's what I thought.
Alright.
I'm gonna look at the other skeleton in my slightly inebriated state. I'm just gonna give him the stink eye.
But you can't decide which eye to use.
Okay.
Using my left eye.
Okay.
But then I go to my right. Then I go back to my left.
Giving him the Forrest
Alright.
Whitaker eye.
Okay. Alright. The skeleton, like. And, like, clacks its teeth at you. It's like.
Hit me, bro.
And he walks up to you. I mean, it shambles over to you and attacks with one of its claws. Does a 12 hit you?
Nope.
Then it just bounces off your shield and like and comes around with the second claw. 10 will not hit you, so it claws menacingly. It's like, ow.
Silly skeleton.
Remember.
Look, I
Your
don't know
turn.
what you're talking about. I don't remember shit. I'm drunk as hell right now. That's gonna be an 18 to hit.
Oh, am I?
Wait. Yes, that's an 18.
18. With this your Warhammer?
This would be with my warhammer.
Okay. You hit. Roll damage.
Yeah, I do. That's 11 damage, max damage of a warhammer.
You once again. You fucking obliterate the skeleton.
Oh, yeah. It's like a midnight workout.
Hey, check. Okay, am I? I'm still trying to figure this thing out. I guess turn the game down maybe a bit.
Beldor's got
Okay,
this.
but yeah, Beldor, you just fucking obliterated 2 skeletons.
I perform better always under the influence.
All right, so well, there are 2 destroyed skeletons at your feet.
I look around into the surroundings. Who else wants some? I'm a dwarf ready to rumble.
Oh God.
It's weird that you named your race because I'm a dwarf.
Well, you know, skeletons don't have eyes. They might have confused him with like a hat or
You
something.
look around.
It's just like a really fat gnome.
You look around and I mean, it's like there are no immediate, though off in the distance you can hear the faint sounds of a woman singing.
I approach the sound of the woman singing.
Yep.
All right, it's off in the woods, and
Wait, actually, Brian, would you do me a favor and roll a performance check? I want to know how beautiful the singing is.
it's pretty damn beautiful, though it's very sorrowful and mournful in tone.
Is Beldor gonna sing back to her?
So you're telling me that it sounds like it's a sad song, like Eyes of the Angel.
Yeah.
Arms of the Angel. Yeah.
In the
Okay.
arms of
I-
the-
Beldor's going to approach cautiously, because if it's somebody who's sad and in need of a hug, he's ready to party. But if it's somebody who's like a ghost or undead person, he's ready to party.
Okay. You go in. All right. You go in. You go off the path for about for about a minute before it just cuts out completely, and you can't hear it anymore.
Oh. Hello?
No response.
I will remember you.
Will you?
I listen for a response.
Still no response. Like
Ah.
you're pretty sure they're gone.
Okay, well, if you need a hug, I'll be making my way back towards the Larmor place.
All right.
Or healing. I can offer that too.
All right. Then you make your way. You make your way back into town, and it's getting to be about almost 10 o'clock at night at this point. But you make your way back into town and back to the Loremore place.
When I get to the door, I'm going to kick the door in, and I'm going to say, Lucy, I'm home.
It
There's
just slams
Beldor.
open, just like hits me, bounces off the wall, and it's an empty foyer.
I expected as much. I'm going to go to the kitchen for midnight munchies.
There is
Wrong drug.
there
No, it's
is
the same for me.
there is still a bit of stew left simmering.
Ah, delicious.
It's lukewarm at best.
That's okay. I'm too drunk to care.
All right.
Beldor's the kind of drunk that falls asleep eating a hamburger.
Oh God.
No? What are you talking about? I've never done that before.
I think he's gonna pass out in his stew, and then just somebody's gonna casually walk in, lift his head up, move the bowl out from under his face, and then walk away.
All right. Though I will say, Celine, Maverick, Alter, you all hear the door slam open.
And someone yell, "Lucy, I'm home." Yeah. I
Yes.
figured.
There's Beldor. Perhaps we should go check on him.
Yeah.
Or I will.
Yes,
perhaps
we
you should.
probably should.
I'll make my way downstairs to find the drunk dwarf.
While I'm eating this
All right,
stew, I don't know the words to the song, but I'm going like, hello, company.
Okay.
Oh, dear.
There is Altair. Altair, you go down, and they're in the kitchen. Just drunkenly singing and eating stew is Beldor. And as you came down, you notice that the front door is still slightly ajar, so you go over to close it, and then go in. And
Yeah,
there's
I do
Beldor.
Hashtag not sorry.
Hashtag sorry, not sorry.
No, he doesn't even do the sorry. It's
No.
just not sorry.
It's just not,
Not
sorry.
sorry. Hashtag not sorry.
What?
So, Beldor, welcome back.
Ah, hello, weird fleshy one.
Fetchling.
Yes, that thing. Hello.
How many have you had, dear friend? how'd you
5
get it?
cats worth. I snuck it out when you weren't looking.
I feel this might have been more ill-advised for you than for me.
Nope,
Uh,
it's all good.
How
Man.
was how was your little adventure off by yourself? You seem to be
Oh.
in much better spirits than when you left the tavern.
Oh, it was fantastic. I went to the prison. I had a little walk. I sat down on a stump outside, and I was.
I'm sorry. You
You
just did the
went to
thing
the
that
prison.
we're trying to get permission to do.
No, I didn't go into the prison. I was outside of the premises, and I sat on the stump. And I was looking inside of the gate and thinking about things and how the professor may have died, and so on and so forth. And I came back.
For 8 hours.
Yes.
I guess this would explain his intoxication.
It would indeed.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Also, indeed. One thing now that everyone is here, the father did show up to inform us that our meeting with the council is tomorrow at noon.
Father Tickles is here with news?
No. And
Oh
I
dear,
beg
it seems
you,
he's regressing.
please do call him that. However, not at the council, and please do ensure that I am in the room when it happens.
Oh, you've got it. Yes, got it.
Perhaps Beldor and I will be find something else to do during the meeting tomorrow.
Well, I know what Beltor shall do tomorrow.
What am I doing?
Throwing up.
That's all.
You
boring.
dwarven constitution?
I thought you were far more fun than that. Just want me to throw up all day. Who's gonna hold my hair up in a ponytail?
Also,
Certainly not
perhaps-
this one.
I will not. You are correct.
No.
Maybe some moaning, some groaning, possibly.
Oh, are we going to one of those houses tomorrow?
No. I'm
I'm seeing.
around a loo.
Oh, okay.
Praying to the commodes. Are the commodes porcelain here?
Well, Saren
Summer.
Ray is a bit of a party god.
Praying to the porcelain gods, as it were.
Not really?
Praying
think
to
it's
the
like
wooden gods, as it
Pots.
were. Praying to the chamber pots, as it were. Help me out, someone.
Oh, I asked.
No.
She means I'm going to be in the poison sanctuary for a few hours. Ah! Maybe I will.
Maybe take him for a walk in the sun for a little bit.
Ah!
Did you see anything while you were out, Beldor?
I just killed a couple of zombies, is all.
Zombies.
Zombies?
I'm dead, whatever. I
Pulling
just...
shit out of that.
Well, let's discuss
How
that for a moment.
curious.
Yeah, there's...
What a coincidence.
I was making my way back to the house.
Mhm.
There I was in the middle of the dark. I had my dwarven high beams on, and I heard a noise off the path, and I threw a rock at it.
I see.
And then 2 undead corpses came at me. I killed them in short order and made my way back home.
Uh-huh.
Easy
Indeed.
peasy lemon squeezy.
Hmm? What'd you roll, Celine?
Yeah.
I haven't rolled yet. I was waiting for the yes, you can totally call
Oh,
bullshit.
yeah, you
on
can
his
totally call
bullshit.
bullshit.
Yeah, I'm
Do
totally
I get
calling
like a
that
plus
too.
anything because he's so drunk?
That's going to affect the DC.
Excellent.
In fact, I already rolled for it.
Excellent. Oh, that's fucking awesome. That's a
Okay.
20 on natural.
Like, he is in some pretty drunken ramblings, and if you had checked the cask, there's more than 5 drinks gone, trust me. But,
Okay.
beyond the drunken rambling, there seems to be a bit of truth behind to it. There is truth to his words.
Look what I can do.
Beldor,
Well, that's...
focus,
Interesting.
Beldor,
What?
focus.
So, exactly where were these undead you speak of?
They were off the beaten path, but then they came onto the beaten path. And then I killed them with my hammer and some healing.
And what exactly were they?
They were undead.
Well, yes. Are we talking zombies,
I-
ghosts,
yes.
skeletons?
They were
Would
fleshy.
you-
They were the fleshy kind.
Might you be able to lead us back to where you fought them?
Absolutely.
Excellent.
Perhaps we should go in the morning. Would we
I'd
have
rather not
time
wait.
before the council?
Whereas
Bodies have a way of
flattened-
disappearing.
Come, I will show you the way.
I'm scared he's going to lead us in circles in his state.
Do you want?
Well, I'll just have to pay
circle?
attention then, won't I?
Okay. I'll follow along with you.
Maynard, let's go.
Follow me, my friends. We're going on a walk down the street
All right,
again.
and-
Wait. Before we go, I grab myself some special ass arrows.
All right. And with that, we're going to take a
Some
break.
+1s, couple ghost touch.
That is a good place to take a break.
Yes, we're
Yeah.
going to take a break as at least the three of you, possibly Celine, we'll pick this up after a break. We'll be back in 10 minutes or so.
Yeah.
Alright, and welcome back.
Hello.
So,
Yes, Brendan is more drunk. Thanks for asking.
No, that is not a Moscow mule, though, and we have instructed him of the error of drinking out of a mug.
And I have not listened to a single word of it. I will not
So-
hear it.
let's get back into it. And so, after Beldor came drunkenly back into the Lormor house,
IRL or in game?
both.
I mean, come on.
That's right.
The party has partially decided to go back out and find these skeletons that Beldor fought.
We did.
Before
Yeah.
we got the door, I'm gonna
Well,
say,
I mean, you can speak now if you decide if
Oh, okay.
Celine would think it was a bad idea.
I mean, generally, I would advise against pursuing, I don't know, creatures of darkness in the, darkness. Just a thought
It's
I
okay.
have
I
it
can see
passing.
it dark.
Well,
5 years ago.
it's not so much that I'm pursuing the creatures of darkness, so much as I'm pursuing evidence of their existence.
Sure, alright.
Where
Just
it
don't
is.
forget your magic missile.
What?
A magic
I didn't
whistle.
hear you.
Just don't forget your magic missile.
He just reaches back and taps the arrows in his quiver.
Casting magic missile in the dark.
I don't have that spell prepared, but okie dokie. Follow me.
You on having to go. Shit.
I have got it prepared.
I'm following Beldor.
Excellent. We're all going to die together.
I have another cure wound spell prepared.
Come, Maynard.
He has it prepared.
I lead them back to where the bodies were.
Okay, so
Correct.
you all exit. Okay. Alright, so you make your way back
Downtown?
out of the Lormor place. I'm assuming you guys light a torch, because two of you are humans and can't see in the dark.
Nah, they'll be alright.
Yeah, I bring a torch.
Just hold my hand. I'll take you
That's-
where you need to
it's-
go.
It's less conspicuous than casting light.
Hold my hand.
I don't know. That's all I
Take
get.
my hand, take my whole
I wanna
life
hold
too.
you. Okay, sorry.
No, stop it now.
What are you talking about?
Cause I can't help falling for stupid plans with you. Now,
Alright, so you guys make
It's
your
not
way
stupid. We're all going. Strength
back
in numbers
down
and all that.
south. Back down towards the prison. Under torchlight. Takes you about 20 minutes or so to make your way to about the spot. Go ahead and make a survival check.
who's making?
All of you, but primarily Beldor.
Uh-oh.
Oh, shit.
Oh god.
I'm gonna have Maynard make one too.
13.
Okay.
I got a 12.
My survival.
Now I'm not even gonna add anything to that. I'm pretty sure with a 3 I'm gonna fail anything.
Then let me find Maynard's character sheet.
It was over this way somewhere, I think.
There it is. Skip.
Yeah, that's 7. Let's not.
Does Maynard get to add his scent bonus?
Yeah.
Sweet. He's like, dude, it totally smells like gross dying shit that way. Except he doesn't.
Oh,
Holy shit.
shit.
Okay.
Man, the dice do not like me tonight.
What initially you thought was 20 minutes turns into 30. Which turns into 40. 50 minutes later, you find about the spot where it happened, possibly.
It's just an hour. So.
Altier,
Yes, ma'am.
this is about 30 minutes in. I would like to apologize for doubting the veracity of your story.
It's quite alright. It was quite an unbelievable event.
Yes. Although, what
And
we
now we're
have-
walking around in the dark
I'm
looking for
pretty-
skeletons.
I'm pretty sure it was right here.
following the directions of a
highly intoxicated dwarf, yes.
It was that bush, I think. Wait. Maybe it was that bush.
Are we at least nearby
All
the
is
prison
forgiven.
right now?
It's about 2/3 of the way to the prison.
I turn back to Maverick and I say, I'm so sorry, my face is numb right now.
Well, can I look for signs of a struggle or a fight in the area he has us at right now?
Go ahead and make another survival check.
Wait, I have a great idea.
Okay, well,
Is there
survival
blood
or
on-
perception?
Is there blood or anything on my hammer?
Fuck, man.
No,
Hold
there's
on.
not.
Let me roll for Maynard. God damn it.
There's no blood.
Skeletons
were
don't have
skeletons.
blood.
There's no fleshy bits?
Maynard got a 17.
Okay, Maynard in that area, he sniffs around for a minute, and then sniffs, and then finds what appear to be a collection of bone fragments off to the side of the road.
No signs that anything was dragged away or carried away or anything like that, though?
Nope, it seems like whatever was there, was broken open and fell apart there.
And then, not only did that happen right there, where your little wolf is looking at, there's also a pretty lady singing a song somewhere, and I point in a random direction, like towards somewhat where the sound was coming from, that way.
Well,
Did you see her? How do you know she was pretty?
She had a nice voice, so I'm only assuming.
Oh, my friend, don't be fooled. The voice can be misleading.
I have no idea what you're talking about. Furthermore, I
Ah,
don't particularly care what she looks like. I'm more interested in the fact that you heard her singing the same time, or shortly thereafter, you were attacked by zombies, apparently.
it was a very sad song, too. I almost cried.
And it did not occur to you the fact that perhaps the two events might have been linked? Hiccups.
You're giving away our position, Celine.
It's not my fault. Blasted scent from all that dwarf drink.
You
It's
pay
all
for
those
half of it, I'll have you
pancakes.
know.
all those pancakes are clogging you up.
I'm perfectly fine with all the pancakes. In fact, I have to thank Maynard for taking care of the ones that I ceased eating about halfway through this whole adventure.
Well,
Basil.
I guess
Andrew just
right here
looks
we
up
can
at you.
surmise
There's
that-
the wolf equivalent of a shrug. He starts going back to looking at the bone fragments.
Should we go where this voice was, or do we want to come back during the day?
Okay,
Well-
follow me.
It was
No,
a
I
question,
think-
Beldor.
I think I'm done following the drunken dwarf through the woods for the night.
You don't
I don't
find...
hear anything now. I assume whatever it was has passed. I'm gonna
Uh,
collect these. bone
Everyone make a
fragments.
perception check.
Oh, god damn it.
Hey,
God damn it, what the fuck, man?
20.
A natural 20?
No, not that 20.
Oh, okay.
There we go.
He's
My-
drunk. Doesn't that get like a -2 or something?
Jesus, 16.
Same team, bro.
I just got a 13. Yeah.
Alright.
Man, where's my actual D20? Fuck this shit.
19.
Alright. Okay. In that case, okay, in that case, everyone but Altair is not considered flat-footed as you... Okay, as you look around and you hear the song again. Like, Altair, or Beldor, you hear the song again. It's,
That's what I was talking about.
and they're all on the path, and he's like, "Oh, there's a song," and then you hear you hear the soft rustling of something moving through the air.
Oh,
Through the air?
Yeah.
That's the singing I was talking about.
And as you all are trying to figure it out,
I unsheathed my daggers.
coming out of the woods are three bug-like creatures, and they all just come out of the woods. To the sound of the funeral dirge. I'd like everyone to roll initiative.
Yay! I like murder and shit.
I did good this time.
yay!
I can't tell if that was sarcastic or not.
My turn.
Nope.
God damn it.
My turn.
There we go. Fix my number.
Oh, Beldor already has it. Okay, let me roll initiative for these guys.
Oh, I have to fix it still.
My face is so numb.
Or-
Oh, it's so numb.
oh, right, I have it as part of the token for.
There we go.
Alright.
Jeez.
Ooh, okay.
Now. I did.
Moonshine. Mason jar moonshine.
Actually,
and Maynard
it's
goes on your
not.
turn.
It's
No, it's moonshine. Don't tell me what it is. It's just moonshine.
Okay.
I'm gonna have actual moonshine.
Uh,
Moonshine.
no, I'm gonna.
Oh,
some-
Brendan.
What? What?
Nothing.
Say what
Nothing,
you
bro.
want to say. I can take it.
Say
No, bro, it's
what you
cool. It's cool.
wanna say, and let the words roll out. I wanna see
All right.
I wanna see
Okay. So, Sturge number 1.
Wait, what the fuck?
Oh, they're giant mosquitoes.
Okay. This one is going to come and this one is going to go straight for Altair.
God damn it.
I'll
If-
protect you with my body.
Hold on.
Stand behind my supple body.
Use my body to keep you alive.
Front. It comes onto you and attempts to latch onto you.
Oh, yeah.
for that shit. Cannot consent.
I'm assuming a 20 hits your touch AC.
It does.
Okay.
Oh shit.
All right. So this Sturge attaches onto you, and it just it takes on you, and with its long proboscis, it's like jabs into your neck.
It comes on so strong, and it penetrated you.
Okay, and Altair, it deals 1 point of Constitution damage.
Oh, I'm crying.
Oh, fuck.
I am so sorry. I'm not. I'm really not.
All right,
Oh, poor Elsie, I'm so sorry for you.
all right. The next Sturge flies over and attaches itself onto the intoxicated Beldor, attempting to attach onto you.
I do not consent.
Does a 10 hit your touch AC?
My touch AC? No, it doesn't.
Okay then, it tries to attach onto you, but you manage to swat it away, and it just
Stranger
sort of
danger, get off me.
it sort of just flies through the air.
Some points, little dwarven boy.
Maverick. You're up.
Oh man, you kids. Well, I'm gonna.
It's hurting me.
I'm gonna 5-foot shift to fucking right here.
No, it's penetrating me.
I see that, yeah.
Help!
I should have known. I should have fucking known.
Get a mosquito whistle.
I'm gonna
Okay.
use my ability to talk to animals thingy from my domain to tell Maynard to attack, and I'm gonna draw my bow and take a shot at fucking this one.
Yes. Don't miss.
I'm gonna try to miss. No, I'm kidding.
Alright, you're firing into a grapple, but you have precise shots, so that's no problem.
Yep. And that is a 15 to hit.
A what?
15.
15? Yes, that will hit.
Sweet.
So go ahead and roll damage.
Oh god.
Hold on my keyboard. That's 6 damage.
Okay. You manage to pin it, and it splatters, and you knock it off him. A bit of blood spewing from the wound, but you do manage to. You hit it and you kill it.
All right, so Maynard attacks this one then.
All right.
Big snarling wolf going for your drunk ass, man.
It's okay.
There's the bonus.
Bend over, don't be gentle.
And that's 19 to hit.
That is going to hit it. Go ahead and roll damage.
I'm
Nice.
so sorry for my existence right now.
7 damage.
Okay, Maynard grabs the thing out of the air and just starts. And this one is dead as well.
Oh, good Doge.
Does he do that thing that dogs do after they've stopped something from speaking, where he just shakes it further, hoping it'll continue speaking?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Oh yeah.
It's
He
like.
throws it up in the air and then catches it again and does it again.
Yes.
All right. Sturge number 3 is going to fly over and attempt to attach itself onto the freshly wounded Altair.
Motherfucker!
That's what you get, man.
I didn't do
ooh.
anything.
That's a
Smell your blood.
26. That's definitely going to attach.
Ooh.
It's okay. I'll heal you after.
So at the end of its turn, you take 1 point of Constitution damage as it sucks more blood from your veins.
Oh, I can't fix that.
So I have a -2 to my constitution right now?
God.
Wait,
What the
wait.
fuck?
Is it the modifier? Or
His
the
mod.
base?
This is attacking his Constitution score, so his Constitution modifier
only
is
be-
now 1 less.
Okay.
Yeah, for every
Wait,
2.
So it's a
it goes-
-2.
It's a -2 to your score, so it's a minus
wait,
1 to your
you had
modifier.
-1 in your constitution to start with?
Wait. So right now my ability score is at -4?
No. What is your score?
16.
Okay, your prime. Okay, now it is at a 14.
From this one attack.
No, from both.
Or from both of them.
From both.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You have
yeah.
taken 2
So
points of
you're-
Constitution
Okay.
damage.
So your modifier would go down by 1. Your score goes down by 2.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, it went down by 1 and then went down by 1 again. When it went down
Yeah.
to 15, his modifier went down. But now it's at a 14, so there is no change.
Okay. Hey, cool, dude.
All right.
Yeah, if you say so.
All right, Beldor.
Doesn't that also reduce his total HP?
Oh yeah. His HP
I'm
is
gonna
down
smack
by
it.
1.
I'm so sorry if I hit you, Altair. I'll heal you.
God.
That's gonna be 16.
That's gonna hit it. Yeah, go and roll damage.
Absolutely. That
Guys?
is 10
I
damage.
Okay, yeah, you splatter the fucking thing.
This has been the worst fucking day of my life.
I'm gonna,
Okay.
I'm gonna do that thing where I take my index finger, press it to his lips, and I go shh. With the mosquito blood on me.
And as the last dirge falls, the funeral dirge fades out, and you no longer hear the singing.
What?
Shame.
When the surges came, it was preceded by the singing voice. But as the last dirge dies, the song fades out.
Okay, I have a question. With my local history, can I make a roll to see if I recognize the song?
You know what? Yeah, I will.
Okay, alright. Oh god. So actually no, because I need all of the help I can get. Somebody pick my dice. Because I can't.
All of them.
Can I just actually assist with this check and you are muted, Gazoo.
Green. I say green.
I said the white one that was right towards the front.
The white one. This one?
Yeah.
I'll
Okay.
back the white
And
one.
the green. Okay, so we've got 2 for the white and 1 for the green.
Go for the white one.
Okay, white.
You're pressured.
Sorry, Beldor, but you're drunk. Nobody's trusting
That's
Yeah,
okay.
you should totally trust drunk Beldor.
you.
Obviously. Maybe.
Alright, hey, okay. Okay, that is a 19. Do I add 2 more to that?
I don't know.
I was
dude.
gonna see if I could assist.
Roll
with
your
it.
knowledge local.
That's 10 plus 7.
Yeah.
17.
Okay,
so
that's 21.
21.
All right. I think, and it's an older song, but it's a folk song. It is a song that is it is a song that is primarily sung at funerals, and it's a very sorrowful. It is very sorrowful, and you do recognize it as a local funeral dirge.
Okay. Specifically a funeral dirge. Alright.
Yes.
I'm going to share this around. It's local. It's also a funeral dirge. Which is slightly ominous.
Well, actually, it's not local. Let me actually check the map for the specifics. It is okay. I got this wall. You guys are in the county of earlier. Ravengrove is in the county of Canterwall. This is one that is specifically from the county of Versex.
Okay. I have no idea what that is.
No,
wait. I know. I have no bloody idea.
Yeah, it's not the. It is from a different county in the nation of Ustalav than than Ravengrove.
I have a hunch. Can I roll to see if my hunch is correct? Just because Terry's a bloody idiot and has no memory because she's stressed right now.
If you think it's from the same county as Caliphas, no, it is not.
No, I think that perhaps it is the same county that the warden's wife was from. Can I roll a local knowledge check for that?
Sure.
That's a very interesting hypothesis.
Line of
that's
reasoning.
The word. Hypothesis is the word I was looking for.
No one knew why she was in the prison. And now, there's a whole bunch of undead.
Oh, that's creepy. Oh.
Yes.
Beldor is being lured in by dead lady. Oh no.
She wants to turn you into the dead and have her
I'm
way with
using
you,
the
Beldor.
white again because it seemed to go okay last time. Which isn't horrible. That's 17.
You do know that that the wife of Warden Hawkrin moved to Ravengrow. You do know that both the warden and the warden's wife were natives of. With the length of time that the prison was in operation, you do know that both the warden and his wife were locals of Ravengrow.
And
had lived there their whole lives.
They didn't go traveling or anything?
You tend not to travel when your primary occupation is a prison warden.
I don't know what they had done before that.
You're not able to tell anything like that, no.
All right.
You just know that they were both locals of Ravengrow.
All right. Well, that was a wash, but good to know that at least.
Can we get the fuck out of here? I'm bleeding my ass out over here. Whatever that means.
The wound is
Oh, you're
closed
fine.
at this point.
Out your ass.
But the wound has stopped bleeding.
Weak. I feel so weak.
I'm gonna walk by, and then on my way back, I'm gonna just Gibbs him.
You're gonna what me?
There's
Gibbs?
a show called NCIS,
CIS.
and they call it Gibbsing. You walk behind somebody, and then you just do you smack
Yeah, Gibbs slap.
Gibbsing. Yeah. I'm just gonna Gibbs you as I walk by. Just
God.
stop whining. Let's go home.
Beldor forgot he was the healer, so he's just walking back now.
God damn it.
Beldor, do you think maybe you could help him?
I don't think I can at my current level.
Let's
You
go
just
home.
cast a spell.
I don't know what you're talking. Wait, Alice here. Are you feeling sickly? Have you lost some health?
No, I just feel weak.
Oh, then I can't help you.
And then I'm
Like-
whispering to Altier, I wouldn't rely on him anyway. He's liable to confuse black magic with white.
Oh, yeah, let's just, I would just greatly appreciate it if we could go home and get some sleep. It's been
Yeah.
a terrible fucking day for
Alright.
me.
For you, I crafted. Oh, by the way, and I'm gonna dig out the 2 mithril arrowheads and present them to Maverick. I crafted these for you. I figured I had quite enough, and I was getting all my runs, but that's best to have 2 in the clutch, as it were. 2
Yeah, it seems like you've had such a terrible day making yourself cool toys. Well, I've been attacked by skeletons and stabbed by fucking mosquitoes.
Bad touch. No, I do believe I actually told you I had a fabulous day. I don't know what you're whining about. It was wonderful.
Beldor's gonna run up to Altier. He's going to grab him by the collar, pull him down to face level, say, "Damn it, man! Pull it together!" and slap him.
God.
I'm
All the
going to
references!
get better than you
I'm
are.
inclined to agree. You really should pull it together. You're being hysterical.
Let's just go.
Being
All
I'll
right.
take the arrowheads from Z. Thank you. I do appreciate it.
You're most welcome.
All right.
I just
You all,
totally changed my accent there.
you all make your way back to the back to Ravengrow proper, to Lormore Place.
No, definitely back to the tavern.
No.
Yes,
No, I go
increase
home.
your constitution by increasing your constitution.
Nope. I have had such a shit day. I'm going back to the Larimore place and getting some sleep.
Aww.
Poor baby.
Yeah, and it's also like 11:30 at night at this point.
Yeah.
This is getting started.
We'll go around here till 2.
Says the people with the
Y'all
council
have
meeting in the
fun.
morning.
I'm going to get some sleep.
No, we're
Have
not.
one on me. I started this fucking day out having a terrible fucking hangover. Like, it's just been a shit day for me.
What's eating him? He seems to be in a bad mood.
Sturges,
You know,
apparently.
the cure for a hangover is to just keep drinking.
It's too late for that. Sleep. I'm going to sleep. That's what
That
I
sounds
need.
like,
Bye.
talk to me out here.
He's right.
And I
though.
walk
It sounds
off to
like
the
that.
Larimore place.
Alright, so Altair, you go back to the Larimore place and sleep it off.
Yes, I do.
It's
I
probably
want
for
a
the best.
solid 8 hours of sleep so that I may or may not recover my 2 points of ability damage.
I'm actually also going to follow him and take a riposte as well. No, wait, riposte is meal. Never mind. I'm going back. I'm going to go to sleep. Clearly, I have
Alright.
no idea what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Alright.
I'll probably head back, set up in the library, put my feet up, eat some bread.
Totally
Alright,
don't
you
give
do
me
so.
words of Maynard.
I feed Maynard just fine, thank you.
No. By my count, that dog has had like 6 meals today. Wolf. 6.
Exactly, see?
He's well fed.
And your table scraps. By which I mean most of your meal.
Beldor? I'm assuming you go to bed?
Well, I started walking to the tavern, so when I
Oh,
realized that they weren't with me, I turned back around and went back to follow them.
Alright. You all make your way back to the Larimore place and settle down in your respective resting places and settle down for the night. The next morning, you all
Yeah.
you all wake up. It's a bit of a cloudier day, but it's still relatively clean. Well, actually, no. Before then, Altair. Between the bit of blood loss and oh, this is the wrong music for this.
Is it raining?
Between the blood loss and your harrowing experiences today, you find it slightly difficult to rest, and you just keep going through. The vision keeps replaying in your mind, but still you're just trying to get that image out of your head. You do, however, still get a full night's sleep, and you do recover. You recover 1 point of ability damage.
Damn. Okay.
One more night.
One more night. And we're gonna celebrate.
I can't hold it in.
Oh, yeah.
I can't
All
hold
right,
it in.
stop the dancing. One more. All right, so you all wake up.
Okay. I'm like, that's really familiar. Why is that familiar? Oh, that's really familiar because yeah.
All right, so you all wake up at your
Yeah,
respective times.
Tune up.
Altair, you wake up, you're not 100%, but you're feeling better. And you're one of the first to wake up. Maverick, you wake up your usual time. Beldor and Celine, you wake up last.
What?
I thought you said you weren't a morning person.
No, I'm not a morning person, but that doesn't mean I can't wake up early. It just means I don't
Well,
like
you
being
relatively last. You are one of the last to come downstairs. But it's
If we'll
not
be
late.
honest-
Oh, no, in that case, no, I'm like one of the middle to first people downstairs, but I talk to no one, I ignore everyone, and it is me and my coffee cup, and fuck the world.
Dove has already placed a cup of coffee in your chair. I mean, in your spot at the table.
Excellent boy.
And
I'm probably actually to be in my chair.
As
to-
per your
as
guys'
coffee.
as per your request, there are pancakes.
Excellent. Just me and my coffee. Just me and my coffee.
I'm gonna start shoving my face full of pancakes because I feel a little better.
Can I
Beldor,
get
you
a-
wake up perfectly fine.
I know I do. I'm gonna be fine tomorrow too. Wait, is it raining right now?
It is cloudy. It looks like there will be rain later on today.
Oh my god, yes, I have a song for it. Okay, so I go downstairs. Before I get breakfast, I look Dove in the eye and I say, Dove, I
Yes?
believe I promised you something that I failed to do yesterday. And I
Did
need
you?
to make up to you today.
I don't recall anything. being
Come
promised.
outside with me, Dove. Go out into the backyard.
Okay, Beldor. Anything particular? And he like come.
I'm already out the door.
Oh, okay. Gentra, Beldor is being. Beldor, can you give me a second? It's fine, Dove. We're practically finished here anyway. I was like, okay, and Dove follows you out.
Okay, I take my warhammer out. And I say, Dove, get down on your knees, please.
Oh god.
What is?
Oh, God.
What's going on? Beldor, are you all right?
I'm going to guide you in the name of Sharonray. Now, kneel.
Beldor, are you
And I have my
sure you're
hammer-
not drunk?
Look at the sky. No, I'm fine. Take a knee, please.
Beldor, part of me is honored, but
I said take a knee, Dove.
make an intimidation check.
Uh-oh. This is not good. That's gonna be a 3.
No.
Oh, I'm not even. Yeah. Like, Dove's like, all right, come on, Beldor, let's calm down.
I,
No need to be crazy
Beldor
about this.
Starhammer, as a war priest of Sharonray Supreme, I do knight thee, Dove. And I start doing the on the shoulders of the warhammer.
Dove is like backing off. Like he's about
Pancake
6.
warrior of Sharonray, may thy blade bring light where there is darkness.
Beldor,
and- What?
Beldor. I don't know what got you into this, but this is crazy, man. Come on, let's just go back inside and eat. Come on. Where did you get this crazy idea?
It's okay, Dove. I know it's scary right now,
A
but you'll
previous
grow into
timeline.
it.
I don't. What?
You will make me proud. I know it. And I attach my mace back to my belt, and I go back in for breakfast.
Oh my god.
He's just flabbergasted. Like, what the fuck? And just goes inside and doesn't even look at you for the rest of the
Beldor
morning.
may have had a couple this breakfast.
You are pre-gaming.
Wait, I'm sorry. Did you say with breakfast or as breakfast?
No, he was pre-gaming for breakfast.
We haven't even got to the council meeting yet.
No.
This is why you're not going.
Good morning, everybody. And I start stuffing my face full of food.
I'm eating toast.
Yes,
Drink.
which is
Still
why your
going
plate
as
of pancakes is in front of Maynard.
Yeah, whatever.
Well, everybody get a good night. Oh, honestly, how you feeling this morning?
Was that directed at me?
Huh?
Can I
Go ahead.
whisper? How do I whisper again?
/WGM or whoever.
No, that's pretty much it. W G
I'm feeling slightly better. Not 100%, but not too bad.
I'm glad you're feeling a little bit better. I can't help you at this level. I'm not quite trained enough to heal you of your whatever the hell happened to you last night.
It's okay, Beldor. It's
Maybe
okay.
later. Maybe later. What's the plan
Promises.
today, As I look to promises. As I look over to
Okay.
look over to Maverick. What's the plan for today?
Well, Celine and I are
too
going
am.
to prepare to talk with the council, and you and Altair will, I don't know, go for a walk or something.
I like the way you think. I'm feeling in a good mood for a walk today.
Okay, so that's
I'd be
sense
okay.
motive because there's no insight,
Yeah,
right?
sense
Yeah.
move.
Yeah, sense motive.
10.
He seems to just prefer his own cooking.
Okay. Alright. Fucking 10. Shut up, you.
Wait. Well, I prefer the idea of a walk. I think Mr. Altair here could use one this morning.
I'd be up for a walk. It'd be, you know what would be perfect today? An extremely non-eventful day where absolutely nothing bad happens to us whatsoever.
Oh,
Where's
that's
the
such
fun
a
in that?
foolish thought. Our DM is making pleased faces.
What? No, you saw nothing.
I mean, we clearly are going to go to the council, and that will be eventful. Or
Well,
not.
y'all will do. But...
And you know,
Altair,
really, I must say, I don't know what all this business about bad things happening to us are. I've been fine.
I know, right?
really, Altair, the worst things have happened to you and me. Well, I guess you really.
I've
Yeah.
just had shit luck lately.
Well, no, I mean, if bad things had happened to Beldor, he would have been too drunk to either A, care, or B, really actually notice at all.
What the nice lady said.
Indeed.
Oh,
Oh, fun.
shall we go, Beldor?
Where are we going? Oh, I know where we're going. Come with me. I will lead the way.
I will follow. I will follow Beldor.
You can call me Basil this morning.
Oh, God.
I will follow Basil.
No.
Jesus.
You do not live on Baker Street. This is not
I am-
happening.
I pull out a monocle that I've never owned before, but somehow I found it. And I am Basil Expedition this morning. And I lead this.
Here we go. The ship has its fun.
Twists his mustache up into handlebars.
I furrow my mutton chops and lead Altair on a great uneventful journey.
Are you guys gonna finish your food? No? Oh, okay.
I
Okay.
stuffed my face full of pancakes, so I'm good.
Celine is still eating because Celine knows the value
Keep
of
them warm for us, Dove.
Wait. There's one thing that I need to do. Oh, never mind. I can't do that. Never mind. Continue.
Okay.
Actually,
Well,
no,
then.
for shits and giggles, Beldor's gonna run back in. He's gonna cast guidance on both Celine and Maverick, and then run back out.
He has
How long does that
guidance.
last?
What
It
just
lasts for a minute.
Minute.
What does
What does guidance do?
It gives you a +1 on checks.
It's so random. Like, I guess he's chaotic good. Wait. Here you go. Runs away.
No, I can just imagine him running into the room going, boom, shaka-laka-laka. And then,
Boom, shaka-laka-laka-laka.
Like when he kicked the door in and said, "Detect magic." Oh
I
God.
don't be too drunk to continue this game.
Accurate. Wait. Maybe.
All right, let's go, Basil.
I in a not so whisper before I hand the torch off to the other two more competent individuals in our group. Mr. Dungeon Master, I'm leading him to Joe Mendes' place.
Oh, gee.
Okay.
Just so you know.
It's a secret. You know it's a secret because he said it like this.
Hatter's trying to be Batman.
I said it like I'm Batman.
Oh man, now we could all have a talking like this contest.
And then I'll turn to Altair. I was wondering what would break fast. Your spirit or your body?
Definitely my spirit, Beldor. My spirit.
My spirit broken long ago.
Alright.
Okay, so anything the two men here are going to do?
Make some checks, hurry.
Enjoy a nice cuppa.
Oh man, can I practice speechifying to get a bonus later on?
Make
I'm
a
not actually
linguistics
going to-
check.
With
the guidance.
Not diplomacy.
Remember, you get an additional +1 to that thanks to Beldor.
I know, this is purely him practicing his wordplay. This is linguistics.
Okay. Can I
I
help
would
with
argue
that?
persuasion. I am preparing a specifically persuasive speech. That's a thing. I took public speaking.
Oh
damn it.
yeah, if there was a persuasion skill.
Yeah, but there's what's it there? Hold on.
Diplomacy.
Diplomacy.
I can't believe there's no persuasion. 5e guys.
There's no
Don't
way.
worry.
That's what
Persuasion.
diplomacy is.
Oh, that's what diplomacy is. It's
Coming
the
to
same
a
thing.
not.
Wednesday near
Yes, it
you.
is.
Yeah.
Use diplomacy for like, oh god, oh god, oh god, we're all gonna die, but here I'm gonna save face first. That's not persuading anything. That's just going out with style.
Diplomacy is
Also
general
that.
speaking, but when
Speechify.
It's best not to question it. It's weird, and it's strange and scary. Just, I'm not gonna continue that train of thought.
Please don't.
He's
Show
not-
me where the Batman touched you.
I was going to a strange place again.
Babe, you never left the strange place.
so
You got a summer home in this strange place, man.
The
okay,
strange place just occasionally leaves your lexicon. That's it.
all right. You know what? I will say that you spend some time practicing your argument and practicing your arguments and prepping ahead, and I will, depending on the argument, it will affect. I mean, it will help you later on.
Oh shit. Can we like actually end the stream here?
I
So
was
our
going to
drunk
do this.
puppy-
Yeah, I know. I was going to do this thing with them first, and then we're going to end it. So,
Excellent.
Beldor,
Someone out.
Beldor, you take Altair on a seemingly uneventful walk to the middle of town,
Tremendous.
to the shop of one Jobinda Fallenbridge.
Yes, I do.
And once again, it's a quiet store, storefront, and as you knock upon the door, it's like,
No.
as you
I'm not knocking on the door. If the door is unlocked, I'm opening it. I'm
Alright.
shoving Altair in, and I'm closing it and holding
What
the door
the
closed.
Fuck.
All right. As this happens, Altair, Beldor just opened the door, shoved you in, and closed it. And
I am the matchmaker.
and there is like the dingling of the bell on the doors. Yes, coming, just a sec.
Don't you want to play with my ding-a-ling?
You people.
I'm with Kazoo on this. Come on, guys.
I did it to a child when I drink. I'm so sorry.
So,
Okay, let's get this
Altair,
awkward
you're
interaction
thrown
over
in,
with.
and he's like, yes, coming. I was just we're not quite open yet, but okay. And Jaminda comes down the stairs. And you hear sound, and there Jaminda comes in from the back. She's like, yes. What can I help you with?
Hello. I am Altair. How are you?
Fine. What do you want?
I like how we might have well just blocked him and like, sup, girl.
I mean, she's not unattractive. But there is one Jaminda Fallen Bridge.
I can't.
Can I help you? What do you want? Spit it out. We're technically not even open yet, so please, this is urgent matters. Please speak.
I was in a vicious battle last night, and I was wondering if you had anything that could ail my rippling muscles.
And what, pray tell?
Did you really just give her the gun show?
And what, pray tell, is the nature of the affliction? Because it seems to be severe trauma to the head.
Come on, you get to roll for that.
That's just a second-hand. That's just my second-hand diagnosis.
I'm just gonna throw this out there. You should probably ask for a medical treatment for that sick burn.
See, excuse me. See, I was attacked by this vicious creature that God damn it. That sucked sucked my blood.
Well.
I'm
Not
feeling
what she expected him to say.
weaker.
So what you're saying is you're having difficulty with the blood flow. Well, if that's the case, I sell many things, but obviously.
Does she sell a blue vial of liquid?
I'm sorry, but I don't have anything that can help you in that department, considering you seem to be just fine.
Well, maybe it's nothing in that department. It's because I promise you I am just fine there.
I see.
It's just I'm feeling a little weaker after that battle than I was previously.
Well, then I suggest you find an. Well, then I suggest you find a better taste in combat partner.
Oh God, she's so savage. Oh, Beldor's giggling like an idiot outside the door right now.
Oh, I wish Celine was there. I wish Celine was there.
Would you perhaps like to accompany me on the next adventure?
Oh,
I'm charmed, really, but let's just say, you'd have to go very far to even get to that point.
I've walked all over this world. I've gone far before.
Charmed.
And
Now-
I would walk 500.
Just to be the thief that fell down drunk at your pharmacy door.
Oh God.
Well, I look forward to seeing you at the tavern sometime.
Oh, I
And
don't
I
drink.
turn around and I try to open the door.
All right, I'll make a strength check.
God damn
I
it!
got a natural 20.
No, I got this. Altair stops
That is-
jiggling the door for a second, turns, look over his shoulder, and goes, "This doesn't usually happen."
Oh God!
Nope,
It
canon.
doesn't
Canon.
normally happen.
Yes, I'm quite sure of that.
Oh God damn it!
That's a 23 in case you're curious, Altair. If you would like to oppose that check.
I rolled a 6.
No,
It was
really,
definitely a 6.
this never happens to me.
Go on. Go on. Go on.
Do you
Not
have
even open the door.
It's so good. Like, this
I know
never
this-
happens to me.
I know this
Usually
might
things
be-
open right up when I try.
Oh,
no! I know this might be awkward. Do you have a back door I could get out of?
Sir? You have 30 seconds
Beldor,
before I
Beldor's
call for
gonna
the sheriff.
Beldor's gonna stick around the side of the building now.
No,
not
I
even
mean
quiet.
like
So
a
get out of my
doorway.
shop.
I'm
Get the hell out.
trying. I'm trying. I have a friend. He's not. He's holding the door.
I've let go of the door.
Make a
by now,
diplomacy check.
but I've like run to the side of the building. I'm on my ass laughing
Okay.
uncontrollably.
It's like
Altair,
when she's standing
now
there and she's
go
like,
to
guards.
A diplomacy, you said?
Yeah.
That's a 17. Or no, 13 plus 7. 20.
Funny.
Oh, well then, let's see this.
It's-
from the
it's a-
doors.
It's a practical joke. I apologize for the inconvenience. If I see you at the tavern, I will surely buy
told
you
you I
a
don't
round or
drink.
two.
And she
I will.
she's walking up
buy
to the front
you
door
a
and
water.
goes to open the door. It
yeah.
opens no resistance. Like, oh, a friend then.
I just needed someone to help me out with it.
Ah, I see.
Walk out.
Fuck's sake.
She slams the door behind you.
Also, I
Where
lost
the
my.
fuck,
I forgot my
Beldor?
wallet.
Motherfucker! I follow the
mother-
sound of laughing.
It probably
There's
didn't help
Beldor.
at this point.
On his
Yes.
ass, next to the apothecary, laughing his ass off.
I can't control myself. I'm having a good time right now.
Uh,
The rest of us are too.
oh my god. God damn it, Beldor! You gotta give me some warning.
There's no warning when it comes to. What? Wait. I had smart words and I lost them.
Apparently, you just made a fool of me in front of that interesting young lady.
Yes, that was the point.
Wow.
Mission success. Battle expedition. I go back to the Lormore place now.
God damn it, I followed.
All right.
My mission's fulfilled
You walk
As,
in.
as I try to make I kind of act like I'm upset, but really I'm just grinning the whole time. I can't help but have enjoyed myself.
All right. You both make your way back to the Lormore place. It's only been like not even 20 minutes. And you come in and there is Maverick in front of a mirror practicing speech. Itchcraft.
Alas, there is no love to be found in a town such as this.
I walk
I'm
up behind.
trying to focus.
I walk up behind Maverick, and as he's making a speech, I'm mouthing watermelon, watermelon, watermelon.
Yeah. Watermelon man. Do 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 do.
Oh goodness.
I briefly contemplate casting Cause Fear.
Watermelon man. Do 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 do.
No, I have a song stuck in my head. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Not that one, and not
Oh.
you.
Oh.
Mysterious voice in the sky.
You're welcome.
Talked back.
All right.
Sometimes.
So,
This is God speaking. How can I help you?
Please unstick the song from my head.
Okay, which song would you like in replacement?
God, is that you?
I have walked 500 miles.
Yes.
All right.
No. Wait.
Something.
I
Hey, you know what?
can
No.
feel it coming in the air
No,
tonight.
500 Miles is the perfect song because if I learned anything from How I Met Your Mother is that it always comes back around.
Yes, it
come
does.
back around.
Such a good show.
Okay. So,
Topic. Woo!
all right. All
Went
right.
off the rails there just a little bit.
So,
No,
you all-
shut up.
You spend the morning. You spend the rest of another hour or so preparing and getting ready for this big council meeting, and it gets to the point of. And you bounce some ideas off of Kendra and whatnot. And you take your time to get everything ready and whatnot, and you make your way to the. And you make your way over to the town hall where the meeting is taking place. Outside, you see Father Grim Hollow standing outside, waiting for you. There you all are. Shall we go in then?
No.
The door opens,
Well, it's certainly fine with
and
me.
that is where we will cut it for tonight. Thank you all for
He's really
joining.
got that timing down. I'm impressed.
I'm getting better. So thank you all.
The musical cues are working for you.
I
It's
have
almost
to
like
do
you
it
took
like
a
this.
theater class or something.
Yeah, it's almost like I took a theater class. So, thank you all for joining us. We'll pick this up next week with the council meeting proper, and we
Joke
will.
up, man. Joke up.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. What was that, Celine?
Choke up. Can't hardly hear Brian.
Sorry. Okay, so
The mic.
we
Joke
will
up.
see you all. We will see you all next week. Continuing with the council meeting and all the more craziness that's going on in Ravengrow, and
more booze.
And more horrible puns.
Woo! Horrible punch.
and more singing.
I do believe I've been kobolded by Beldor.
No, you got dragonated by Beldor. Let's be honest.
Yeah, that was full on dragonated.
You got tried
Bunganating the fetch thing. What's up,
Burn.
your tiefling man?
Oh, I think I know where that was
Burninating
going.
the
I'm gonna have to do something
countryside.
with that.
Burninating
one
the
big beefy
fledgling.
arm.
Burninating all the rogues.
God,
And then Patrick.
I did my best
Alright.
line on her. It wasn't my best line. I'll work on
What's your best line? This doesn't usually happen to me.
it. It's my most commonly used.
Look,
Not
man,
my
if-
best.
If that was your best line, there's no hope because I threw down cash. I threw down cold hard gold pieces on the table. I didn't do nonsense.
Alright,
Oh goodness.
so that's it for tonight. Thank you all for coming. So long, farewell, Auf Wiedersehen, a goodbye.
Goodbye.